Well, shoot! How-to-doodle-doo there, C-Not. We got Roadrunner. Hello. Thank you, Roadrunner. Isaac. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Jiminy Christmas. Is that C-Not? It's me, DJ Beat Weasel. Dropping them sick beats, Plagette. Hello, Ray. Hello, Leaf Sheeps. Thank you so much for doing the shout skadoodle for our friend C-Not. Welcome in, everyone. Ray, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going? How is everyone? How neat is that? That's pretty neat. I apologize for the delay. I am running super behind today, but welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, friends, and welcome in, you hoots. I hope everyone's doing amazing. But yeah, I'm Bea Diesel. I'm a traditional painter, drawer, and professional rambler. Goodness gracious me. I was actually downstairs making a quick piece of toast because I didn't have time to eat today. Whoops-a-daisy-doodly-doo. Whoops-a-daisy-doodly-doo. But yeah, for those of you who have not seen my worky skadoodly-doo, this is a little chunk of what I do. I do hyperrealism, I do alla prima work. I'm at the computer watching some awesome purple people eaters on Twitch. No food for you! C-Not, how was your stream? What were you working on, friend? Thank you so much for the super duper kind raid. I'm very, very grateful. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I do. I do hyperrealism, and we also do some, more like quick alla prima stuff. This actually was not quick. That took me a long time. But just in general, I do a lot of different stuff. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, and this is the other kind of stuff I do. Nonsense. Just complete and utter nonsense. This is called the Nazgulacorn. Designed, the idea came from my friend Crack 3D Fox Studio here on Twitch, and we designed it based off of a Lisa Frank notebook from the early 2000s. But yeah. C-Not, what were you working on? Working on a character from Resonance, A Plague Tale. I've heard of the first one. I've seen gameplay from it, and Jiminy Cricket. Also Zebra, acrylic design. Simon Pegg suit, apparently. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Love the idea. Scorch, how's it going? Zebra, I hope you're super. But yeah, we've got some shenanigans going on today. This is a brand. Oh my gosh. Are you joking? I really hope you're joking, but I fear that you're not joking. What? Oh no, that makes me sad. Oh, posted some cute art. Neat. Let's have a looky. A looky doodly doo. Did you post it in Discord? Where'd you post that? Where'd you post your art? But let's have a look at, before we do that, Ray, we're going to have a look at our friend C-Not's Instant Grandma. Again, if you don't know this amazing, amazing artist on Twitch, well, you're about to. Check out all of these sculpt skadoodly doos. You can also watch the process here on the Instant Grandma. Oh my word. And sometimes they light up. It's so freaking cool. I loves it so much, my precious. I loves it, my precious. Seriously, phenomenal art. And just really good vibes. Pretty sure C-Not's a wizard. Not just because of the beard, but because of the skills. But yeah, please check out C-Not's Instant Grandma. I'm going to throw that in the chat as well. How neat is that? Oh, you wanted to link it. Heck to the yeah. Scorch, I hate that you're not joking. That hurts my heart on just a fundamental level. Yucky. Yeah, let's check out what Ray was drawing. Aw, cute. I love the foreshortening on the boxing glove. Glove? I said glove. Love it. Love the pose. She's a bit of a sad clown, though. She's got kind of a sad vibe to her. Love it. Ray, thank you for sharing. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Blue sky is being bad. I can put into... No, I got it. No, I got it. It was perfect. But yeah, please follow C-Not. Amazing, amazing artist. Thank you again for the super duper kind raid. I'm going to mute my mic for just like 1 minute while I eat some of this. So just enjoy the vibes for like a minute. I will be right back. I'm just going to mute the mic. First of all, Prue, I don't appreciate you sending me a mod alert for that one. It had lots of butter, it had sugar, and it had cinnamon. It was, here, I'll show you the remnant. Okay, I know, dang it, this isn't the best example because it's the corner and I didn't eat it. So there's stuff on it. God dang it, Prue. God dang it, you get out of here. Go on, get. How's it going, friend? Hey, it's Prue. Hey, it's Prue. Apologies for the super awkward beginning to this stream. Oh boy, oh boy. I made it just so wonderfully weird. Okay, not soap. My sister-in-law got soap from somewhere, and it was shaped the rumor mill. Yeah, it never stops going. It never stops milling. It's like the old beef gristle mill, you know? It's just like that. But she got a bar of soap that was shaped like a bear, but it looked like chocolate. I thought it was a chocolate bar. It was not. It was soap. And Casey Snowheart, how was the rest of your stream? Freshly brushed teeth. Nothing like a nice snack of Irish Spring. Yum. Delicious. The rumor mill. How's it going? If you guys don't know my friend, Casey Snowart, fantabulous artist here on the Twitchiverse, does really, really great streams, great art. Give a follow. Give a follow. I have a bar of soap that's shaped like an Xbox controller. Really? I want to see it. Stream was good, though I'm a bit scatterbrained. Oh my gosh. I feel that. Like, I just had a weird start to my day. It's not good. Very early morning starts. It was like, I think I got, well, anyway, we won't talk about how much sleep I got, but it was weird. It was a weird start. Con prep scramble. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy your con went well, though, over the weekend. Goosh! I'll have to find it probably in a drawer box somewhere. Well, it is an Xbox controller. Were you waking up when I finally fell asleep? So I think I fell asleep about 4 or 5. I try not to look at the clock, and then I got awoken at like 7. So I probably got about 2 hours of sleep. Woo! Nervous about it. A bit nervous about this one coming up too. So I think it's gonna be amazing. I think it's good. Speaking of amazing, look at this piece from Zebra Acrylic Designs. I really, really want to do like a dark Snow White piece. That is my dream. This is so good, Zebra. The design, I love the Durgan. I like to pronounce it Durgan. But yeah, Prue, I'm sorry you had a rough night too. Sleep is just so elusive lately. It's been bad, man. It's been bad. You know what sleep is saying? It's saying, go on, get. That's my phrase for today. By the way, is go on, get. I can't stop. I legitimately can't stop. But yeah, if you guys are not following Zebra, absolutely amazing artist here on the Twitch. Thank you so much for sharing. Wait, I spelled Zebra Z-A. Zebra Acrylic Designs. Give a follow. Amazing, amazing art. Loves it. Oh, okay. Well, I wrote your name down wrong. Let's try that again. Let's try it again. Boop. I am slow. I am slow. Do 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 do. Oh, I added a colon in it. Darn it! Can one of the mods please do a shout out for Zebra? I am dysfunctional. Oh boy. But yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. We have some amazing art in the Discord right now. We have one from Legendary Vegan. Hi. The pose and the shine on the boxing gloves. You also have a page of Amazing Fan 15's a fantastical comic. Where's Michael Jackson's personal physician when you need it quick? Oh my gosh. I just need someone to hit me over the head with a sock full of pennies is what I need. I had toast that's shaped like a soap bar. I'm not cleaner now. Fawn, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome to the Hoot Nanny. I'm Be It Easel. I'm a traditional painter, drawer, professional rambler. We're just having a look through the Discord right now, enjoying all the beautiful art posts. We have one from Roy. Love the character designs and the colors. I want to paint a fawn too. We have one from Dracon. Dracon does amazing creature art. Howdy doodle do. Welcome in. Wonderful Rambler. Oh, thank you. Hugs to you. No, you, Casey. Ready? All right, I'm going to try this shout out again. Okay, we got it. I got this, Zebra. Got you. But yeah, Casey, I appreciate you. I was so confused when you weren't streaming yesterday morning. I was like, what is... And then I went to your Discord and I was like, hey, Zebra, I got you finally. But then I went to your, no, you're good. Don't be sorry. I totally understand. Friends, today we are working on a relatively new painting. This is our 4th time working on it. Hey, is this dry? It is. I love this. There's so much burnt umber in this color that it dries like overnight. It's fantastic. And for those of you who have not seen this paint Skidoodle reference, Digi and I created this photo reference last year, early last year, and I'm just finally getting around to painting it. It is done in camera using something called multiple exposure and different colored lights. We actually created the card arch and the mushrooms coming out of the skull. All of that was made. The only thing that was super duper edited was the smoke going around the card arch, because I didn't know how to do that in real life. So I did do that by hand in GIMP. And so this is what we're working on. We're working on the skull today, and I'm just really excited to be working on a new piece. I think it's gonna be a barrel of monkeys is what it's gonna be. But first things first, let's mix us up some colors because I am woefully and dreadfully behind. However, the other day, I did clean my entire palette. So, we've got fresh glass. Part of that world. So, we are going to grab Skidoodly Doodly Doo, our colors. And you know what? I'm pretty excited. I am really, really pumped about this painting. Pump up the jam. Pump, pump, pump up the jam when your feet are stomping. Bloop. But yeah, at the beginning, Roadrunner congratulated me on some success with some recent reels, and I actually definitely have to thank Pinion Paints for that, because one of her posts, she was talking about trial reels, and I'm like, what's a trial reel? And so I posted one, and it did super duper well, and then the next one did really bad, and then the one after that did really well. So it's like every other one does pretty good. Fawn, thank you. I am trying to just sort of up my social media game. I want to get my work out there. I do have a show coming up in 2028, so I am going to try to start promoting that. And yeah, I seriously doubt that this piece will be done by then. I am trying to finish, what's a trial reel? Making reels in the past, they take me ages and never get seen, so I gave up. So basically what a trial reel is, it's a setting before you post the reel. You scroll down and it'll say, make this a trial reel. You select that and it shows it to non-followers. So it basically promotes it to people that don't follow your page. It doesn't show it on your actual profile. And sometimes it does really well. My last one did abominably. I think it got 11 likes. The one before that got like 25,000 views. So it's a little bit, you do have to sort of think about what people would want to see. So my last one I did was a time lapse and it did really bad. The one before that was sort of a technical oil painting video, like how to add glow into your paintings. Those tend to do a little bit better when it's sort of, well, at least for me, I found that they've done a little bit better when you sort of are explaining something, I guess, and sort of showing the process a little. The one I just posted, I did post one today, was about sharpening my pencil, and so far it's not sticking, but you know what? It's okay. It is sort of, it does feel very hit or miss. Sometimes it does really well, sometimes it does catastrophically bad, and so far, it seems like this one's gonna do pretty bad. I have to look into that once I get back. Yeah, you totally should. I definitely suggest at least trying it, because, I mean, the worst that can happen is, like, it's the same as my other reels, you know? My other reels, like, in general, the algorithm has not been kind. It's been very up and down. So, and that's kind of the nature of it. Like, I don't do a lot of fancy hooks because I don't know how to edit videos, so I make it as simple for myself as possible. And sometimes it does really well and sometimes it doesn't. Oh my gosh, yeah. I am really grateful. My friend Leaf Sheeps let me have her old iPhone. And by old, it's not old at all. It's like an iPhone 13. So it's been so good. The video quality is amazing, and like it's just really easy to edit on this. Before that, I had a cruddy Android, and yeah, it was not good. So yeah, but the nice thing is you can edit right through Instagram, and otherwise I wouldn't do it. One of us. It's so much better. I don't even know what the heck I was doing before. You've been telling me to switch to iPhone for like 80 years, and even though they didn't exist for that long. And you know what? It's like night and day. It really, really is. It's so much better. So much better. I loves it. Thank you again, Leaf Sheeps. It is truly, truly amazing. I absolutely loves it, my precious. All right, kiddos, let's start mixing up some colors. And hoobity-doo, I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you, Scooby-Doo. All right, nice, clean-ish glass. How about that? It's relatively clean. I've never forgiven them because apparently I hold a grudge. Well, that's how I feel about Mac, like their laptops. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I will say that the iPhone is less obtrusive than my my Android because it linked everything through my Gmail, and it made me sad, precious. It made me sad. I do really like it so far. It's been good. It was a little bit of an adjustment and a little bit of a learning curve, but I do like it. I really do. Also, Fawn, thank you again for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How was everyone's weekends, friends? How was everybody's weekends? Hopefully it was super duper. Hopefully it was super duper duper. What on earth happened this weekend? I didn't get a lot of painting done. I did on Saturday. I got some. I don't remember what on earth I was painting, though. I have no memory. Oh, I was working on my big painting? Maybe? No, I think I took that day off, maybe. I don't know. It's a blur. Must work and not chat. Hugs to you. Thank you so much for the lurky. I hope all of your prep goes well. And again, friends, if you're not following Casey, you really need to. She's super duper. Just a really great place to hang out and fantastical arts. These are some of my favorite things. And then I don't feel so bad. We're gonna snoozle those ads. So it's everyone's favorite part of the stream. It's color mixing time, friends. Color mixing is can be scary when you first start. For those of you who are thinking about trying oil painting, I use two different brands, and they're both super duper. I use Jack Richardson oils, and I use Winsor Newton. There's a sticker over that. Winsor Newton, they're fantastic. I use the artist grade. I used to use student grade too, but I found out the nicer your paint, the richer the color. And at first I was like, oh, it doesn't matter. But when you're working with such saturated colors, boy howdy, it does matter. I was wrong. I was straight up. I'm not afraid to admit it. I was wrong. So especially with things like blues, turquoise, purple, you do want to get those more rich saturated colors. If you're using them the way I've been using them, yep, you need that. This painting is going to be perhaps the most wildly saturated painting ever, as you should. Big man, it's good to see you. Big man. Hi, Bigman. Also today, I think we're going to work on some mushrooms along with the skull. I don't know. It's a mushroomy kind of day. And, you know, as I always say, there's mushroom for all. Get it? It's like mushroom. Do you get it? So we're going to grab a little bit of our ultramarine deep. Oh, I love this color. Again, this is from the Jack Richardson company, and boy, is their paint super duper. Sorry, I punched the camera. I punched the camera because I was doing that Scottish accent, and it just gets me all riled up and loud. We're also going to grab a teensy bit of ultramarine violet. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. No, I had to say it. Let's do a little boppy skadoodle do of that. And you can just see how saturated it is because of just look how dark it looks. Oh, Jiminy T Cricket. We're going to grab a little bit of cobalt as well. Cobalt has really become one of my go-to colors. It's my go-to colors shining through. Zoop. But yeah, how was everyone's weekends? Oh, thank you, Leaf Sheeps. Yes, I am an affiliate now with the Jack Richardson Company. So if you are interested in trying it, you can get a 15% discount. Let's all do a high kick in celebration. I am sleepy. I'm very sleepy, but otherwise I'm good. My eyes feel okay today, so that's pretty neat. How are you doing, friend? What have you been up to? Hopefully work's going well and life do be going well. And do da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die, da ba dee da ba die. Pew pew pew, bootin' dootin' 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 doo doo. Sorry, I'm very taken up by a needy friend who wanted to play games. Man, that sounds obnoxious. Please play games with me. That was weird that it wouldn't update, though. I'm a little troubled by that. There we go. I'm trying to think of what else happened on Sunday. Oh, yeah, I remember what happened. We ended up chasing a stray dog around our yard. That was fun. He smelled really bad, but he was cute. I'll figure it out, but we did. That was a good time. That was a hoot. I died. I died twice. Wait, was it twice or no, it was just once. I almost died twice. Hello, I'm happy to inform you that I can officially yay! Archaic. I'm so happy for you. Archaic. That's amazing. Hack to the yayosh. Let me throw these napkins over there. Habooby. Nope, missed. Okay. But yeah, welcome in. And Bigman, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's having a great day. Happy Tuesday. Thank you all so much for being here. CNOT, I know you're probably scooted already, but thank you again for the raid. And yeah, just thanks for all the kind words. The super duper kind words. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Also, I'm happy to say that we have achieved our community goal, which means Digi-Squatch and I, we're going to be playing a Sasquatch hunting game, and something tells me it's going to be a series of streams. So we're just working on getting the logistics set up, and then I'm going to announce when that's going to be. It's probably going to be on a Friday or a Saturday night so more people can join. Cody Cameron. Hi, Cody. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday from all of us to you. How's it going, friend? I hope you're superdy, what's that word? Flooperty. That's the word. Flooperty do. Is laughing your voice. Oh no! Tell him I love him. I love him. So my littlest nephew on the 15th just turned 1 year old. He's a big boy. I'm finally feeling better. I've been dealing with stomach issues. Oh, stomach issues are the worst. I'm glad you're feeling better. Oof. Oh, wait. I forgot my reference. Whoops-a-daisy. I see your true colors shining through. All right. So this is the little chunkle schmuckleberry. Welcome in. Hope you are super dupes. This is the reference we're working from today. How neat is that? I think it's pretty neat. I do need that for the color mixing. I think today we're gonna just kind of buckle down and focus on some mushroom meals. Yeah, stomach stuff is the worst. The worst. My friend Leaf Sheeps just had a lovely bout of food poisoning. I just don't know. How are you doing? Gotta eat yogurt. Probiotics, baby. Thank you so much for the 5-stream watch streak. Making some mixed CDs. Yes! Oh, you're gearing up for Christmas already. Look at you. I love that. I do love Christmas. Christmas is a good time of year. I likes it a lot. I also am one of those weirdos that I love winter. I am one of those sick freaks. Oh yeah, peppermint tea. I like ginger tea. I'm a big fan of ginger tea. Big time, big time. All right, let's get this Refi on here, and then let's start mixing some colors. Like I said, I think we are going to be focusing on...
I needed that. That's pretty neat.
Guess what, Schmuckleberry? Guess what? You're pretty neat. Oh, boom! Oh, man, winter should only be the only season I'll die on. I love winter. I flippin' love... I will say this, though. I will say this, Archaic. I do love my garden. I love gardening. I love flowers. It just makes me super duper happy. I love painting flowers and taking, stealing pictures from other people who have photographed flowers because I'm not good at using my camera. Anyway, but I do love that. I love the birds and the butterflies as well. Hate the heat though. I am the biggest, whiniest flippin' baby on earth when it comes to heat. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's green. That's true. You know what? You got a good point. I have not had a lot of luck painting snow, Schmuckleberry. I try to paint. I've tried a bunch of times to paint it plein air, and yeah, it didn't really work. I need to practice more. I did really want to get out and do a lot of plein air painting this summer, and it just really didn't happen. It was just so hot and like gross out, and you know, it is what it is. I'm hoping maybe fall I'll get out and do a little bit of painting because I do miss it. I love it, and I would love to do more of it. So yeah, I'm here's hoping. Here's hoping. So I'm just making a little chain of values here. Added a little bit of purple into my cobalt just so it doesn't get too chalk-skidoodly-doo. Let's add a little bit of that ultramarine back in there as well. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of that white is going to desaturate these colors. Even though they are really strong colors, sometimes that white will just absolutely obliterate it, so you kind of have to compensate. So when I'm adding white to blues and I still want it to stay a really nice strong color, I'll add a little bit of purple to it because it just sort of pumps up the jam. Pumps up the jam when your feet are stomping. All right, so we got that color going. Let's mix the skull color in case we have to bebop a little bit into the skull as well. But yeah, it can definitely be trippy. It's difficult. I love the blue shadows though. I've never quite mastered it, but there have been attempts. All right, we're going to need a little bit of burnt sienna. This is sort of the mid-tone skull color. It's sort of like a weird bluish, but also kind of warmish gray. I just want... oh, okay, gotcha. All right, one moment while I just set down me palette knife. And I see true colors shining through. All right there, baby archaic hammer. How's it go? Oh my goodness, let's do this. How's it going, little feller? It's me, Soxy. I'm so happy to see you. And today we're going to be talking about skulls. That's appropriate for a baby. It's what sits inside your cocoa and keeps your brain safe. I learned that in medical school, you know, and sometimes I just get nervous and I start to just sort of nibble on my trunk a little bit. Oh, welcome in. Welcome to the stream. My name is Soxy. And I'm on the far corner of the screen. There we go. And the reason for that is this is just an incredibly awkward angle, but that's okay because now I can just look right into your eyes. I can look right into it and I just give you a little smooch. Let's have a good day, okay? Thank you for that, Archaic. You absolute legend, you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Hoot Nanny. I hope you are having a spectacular day. How the hickety heck are ya? Also, never forget to chickadee check yourself before you wreck yourself. Quick, someone clip that. No idea. Botanic, welcome in. I love the puppet. The puppet loves you. It's funny. He was talking about you a minute ago. Botanic, how the heck are you doing? Thank you again for the follow. Welcome to the Hoot Nanny. Is it Jara? Is that how I pronounce your name? Let me know. Or do you prefer Z? Let me know how I might address you. Botanic, I hope you're having a great day. We are working on a relatively new painting. It's a very surrealistic one. And for those of you who have not seen the reference, I apologize for everyone who's seen this 5 billion times, but this is the reference that we're working from. This was all created without the use of AI. I would like to really emphasize that because we live in weird times. This is all actually done in camera using something called a multiple exposure and different colored lights to get the 3 different portraits. And then I did some editing to get the smoke, but it was all done by hand in GIMP. So it was very janky. I like me some jank. But yeah, today we're going to be working on some musharonis with cheese. We might actually get a little bit into the skull again, but we will see. So we're also going to, I think the stems are actually very white. So this is the little piece of reference we're working from today. It's a really big painting. This is a 24 by 24 or 2 foot by 2 foot painting. And I appreciate the jank, so that's why I'm still... You know what? Everyone's a little bit janky sometimes. Helpful doodles, how be you? Hoop-oo doodly-doo. Bickman, I feel like the jank is like the force, and we all have a little bit of it, right? I can't tell which one is the reference. That's so nice. Doodles, how are you doing? How was your weekend? Okay. That looks like a good color. Let's mix up a little bit of a shadow color as well. I'm just going to mix this one last color, then we're going to get to the painting. We're going to get to the painting, my precious. What has it got in its nasty little pockets, my precious? I do want this to be very similar to the skull color. I might cool shift it a tiny bit. But I do want it to be sort of a very similar color to the base color of the skull. So I don't have any brushes out. That might help a little bit. I also totally forgot to post that I'm streaming today on the gram, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. Today is a very janky stream. Also, I forgot to clean off my table with my charcoal on it, so now I have charcoal all over my hands. So you can tell what kind of day this has been. Gosh. So much charcoal and pastel. We always joke, Esty Madre and I always joke that because I work with charcoal so much that I've got the gray lungs because I breathe that stuff in all the time, every day. Ooh, this is dramatic. Get a couple of wedgie brushes. There we go. I don't want that big. Alright. So we're working with a couple of fun brush-skadoodly-doos today. Brush-skadoodly-doo. I wanna be like you. It's Tuesday. The Grams should know by... They should know. Mixed emotions, to be honest. I have a break now, so I'm gonna come check what you were working on. Well, hugs to you, friend. Hugs to you. If you took your charcoal... If you took your charcoal, you're not on your meds today. Don't you mean hubby forgot to do those things? JJ, where are you? Oh wait, he's at his second job. Digi and I had a super fun photo shoot yesterday. We were gone for like the entire day. So this super cool lady has a business where she's basically like a garden growing consultant. And so she has this really cool show garden at her house, and there's like flowers and veggies, and she also had 2 dogs. One was named Sully, and I'm forgetting what the other dog's name. I think it was like grape, or no, that wasn't it. But Night Skeptic, how you doing, friend? Welcome in. Anyway, so we were just out in the garden pretty much all day, taking portraits of her, taking pictures of the garden, and just generally having a fantastic time. It was really great. It was a super duper day. Oh, what is it? Is it a dinosaur? I don't know why I said it like that. It just felt right. Okay, first things first, let's get a little bit of dust off. This one's not doing too bad when it comes to the dust. 'Tis the dust, perhaps. A little bit on that eye socket. But yeah, I think today, let's go ahead and let's work on these, because I actually did oil this out the other day and I didn't actually get to it. So we're going to do that. And for those of you who are new here, I use something called Venetian wax medium. It's a mixture of linseed oil and beeswax, and it is a non-smelly, non-solvent medium. It's what I use in all of my oil painting, and I'm not gonna lie, it's fantastic, and it doesn't stink at all. So we're just gonna start with these 2 mushrooms and see how far we get. A Mexican restaurant, they didn't want to change the mural. So I love that so much. I've seen that and I love that, and it's so good. It's amazing. I love that. Be beautiful to me. Can't you see? All right, I don't know. All right, so let's do. I'm also going to be changing the overall shape of a lot of these mushrooms. What I don't like about these is I think they're overly textured. I like the little ones. I like the shape of them. I think they're a little bit more realistic. But as you get into these bigger ones, I think they're just over textured on the top. Not so much on the bottom. I think the bottoms look pretty good, but I don't like that top. So we're actually going to be basing them more off of, blue oyster mushrooms. Starbucks brought back the unicorn frappuccino. No way. Serves both Mexican and Chinese. Is it good? Is it good? Oh, smelly wax, what did they put in you? Smelly wax, it's not your fault. I know that's from Friends. It's Smelly Cat, right? It's Smelly Cat? Do want. Esso, how's it going? Welcome in. But yeah, I'm going to be basing these little snoodly, googly blops on blue oyster mushrooms, which BT dubs, we're going to be doing some science coming up. Exactly correct. Yes! I very rarely get these correct. So we're going to be basing these a little bit more on these guys. To quote Stephen Colbert, it tastes like wow. The unicorn frappe. I've never had it. I'm too scared of it. It frightens me. I think I'm intimidated by its confidence. And chow mein burrito. Oh my gosh. I had to reread that botanic. I prefer soft kitty. I heard a song the other night that's quite the bop. I'll have to share it on the Discord. But anyway, so we're going to be basing it more on these little guys. At least the tops. I want them to be a little bit more smooth. Or smooth. A smooth criminal. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. Oh my gosh, I can imagine. Oh, so I do love, just take a chance. And that restaurant, it's taking a chance. Take a chance. Take a chance. Do. Ooh. All right. So let's get to painting, friends. Again, I do apologize for the utter jankitude of the beginning of this stream. I was incredibly behind this morning. Smooth jazz. MJ would go hard. You've been hit by some smooth jazz. From Big Bang. Smelly Cat from Friends. Yeah, I heard one the other night. And that could mean anything from yesterday to 2 months ago. So who actually knows? That Digi showed me on Insta. And I have to find it again because honestly, it was a bop. It was truly a bop. Okay. I need to grab a tissue because it's really cold in here. So give me like 1 minute. I gotta grab a tissue. I gotta turn the air conditioning down a bit. So give me like 1 minute. Okay, me back. You know I'm back like it never left. I never left another day, another breath. Smooth jazz, absolutely. Absolutely, that's the album title. Of all time is Mondays Suck, so let's eat lasagna. Oh, is it Garfield? Did Garfield write it? It better be Garfield or I'm going to freak out. If it's not, I'm going to be bitterly disappointed. I used to love that cartoon, man. The Garfield cartoons, but do you guys remember how it was like kind of weirdly mixed with like a barnyard drama? Do y'all remember that? Kitty Fight is a funny song. Yes, I knew it. You know what song I really like? There's that guy, and I don't know his channel name or anything, but he would take like dogs howling or cats meowing and he'd turn it into a song. And there were so many good ones. They were quite hauntingly beautiful as well. What is that guy's channel name? I don't remember, but it's pretty great stuff. Hold on to my fur, I like it when the dogs are barking. It's a bop. The duck with the pool tube. Hi, PJ. Welcome in. I get a million gajillion points. Yes. What can I spend them on? Can I buy myself a duck? Can I? Roy the rooster, Wade the duck, Orson the pig. Yes. Fun fact. When they got the news back at the barnyard was getting canceled, they went with the jokes. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you do that? Like, if you know, hey, this is the end, but we can still make more episodes until then, do it. Go crazy. Go nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. All right, now I'm just going to start filling it in with this little guy just because that flat brush was a little awkward. Rest in peace. You can use them to ban me from a stream for 1 second. Ooh, okay, so all of those points go to that 1 second? Because that's expensive. I didn't realize, with inflation, how expensive bans we're getting now. Wow. Oh, wow. All right, just doing a little bit of a dibber tap. So a couple of things for everyone who has not been here before and you're not used to these ramblings. Let's do a quick little ramble. One of the things that I like to do, since I do multi-layered oil paintings, is with my first layer, I like to exaggerate and overdo the darker values on this first layer, because what that does is it makes the first layer a little bit more opaque and it's a better foundation for all the subsequent layers. So often what I'll do is I'll go 1 to 2 shades darker than it actually needs to be. Especially if it's a color like blue or yellow or purple, something that is very, generally speaking, going to be a little bit more transparent, translucent, as it were. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm actually, this value is much, much darker than it needs to be because the blue color is so thin. Exchange rate for every socks redeems. Oh, you know what? That's fair. I can see that, Archaic. That is totes my goats fair. In my opinion, we are now even Stevensies. Yeah, what did everyone get up to over the weekend? It was pretty chill. Friday I was feeling pretty cruddy, so I didn't do much. Kind of the same on Saturday. I did end up going and hanging out with my brother in the evening, but man, I was wiped Saturday morning, so I didn't end up doing a Patreon stream, sadly. Exactly. Oh, I love how you spelled that. But yeah, hopefully this week is gonna kind of normalize a little bit with stream schedules and stuff like that. yeah, I'm excited to kind of get into this painting as well. So you guys are going to be seeing this painting a lot. And I thought it would be kind of fun. One of the things that I really would like to attempt coming up on stream, and I've been talking about this for a little while. What would you guys say to doing like a little mini acrylic painting on stream? I'm not sure what the subject matter would be yet, but just to see if we can get it as realistic as oil paint. Would you guys find that interesting? I don't know what the subject would be. It would probably be something, you know, adjacent to my other work, like this, but like small, less detailed, maybe even like a floral piece. I don't know. But I think that would be a fun little kind of side project. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Any pieces you would want to do? Thank you, Cody. Thank you, friend. All right, this part actually gets pretty much just fades off into oblivion. So we're going to make that a little snoodle doodle darker. But yeah, I think that would be an interesting challenge. I would have to go and get more acrylics because I don't have that many colors. I have like, I mean, unless we did like a black and white piece, we could maybe do that, but I don't know. That doesn't seem as fun. So I think I might go get a few colors in acrylic. I might even do that tomorrow. We'll see. We will see about that. I do also want to do a little bird study. That's something I've been wanting to do more of as well. And this is a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. All right, we'll do our little tipper taps. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. And then it kind of goes up like this. And it scooches over. A lot of this detail I just did not draw out. There was kind of, I don't know, there was kind of no point because I'm just going to eyeball. A lot of this fabric is straight up. It's just, I'm going to eyeball it. I don't think it needs to be 1 gajillion% exact. So a lot of the stuff in the background, there's actually some super sparkly fabric, which you can see here. Like it's kind of like a checkerboard pattern that she's wearing with little sequins and little glitter bops. So I'm just going to go square by square. When I do end up painting that, I'm going to go square by square and I'm just going to eyeball it and try to get it as close as I can. But I was like, I'm not going to draw out every single little bit and bob. I drew out some of the bigger stuff, like some of the really bright sequins that I drew out, but like I definitely was not about to do every single little sparkle and bip and snip and dippity dop. There was really no point to doing that because a lot of it I'm gonna have to paint over the whole thing. Von Black, how are you, my friend? Hugo falling, psh, psh, Hugo falling. Hugo, thank you for the 5-stream watch streak. How are you two doing? I hope you are both super duper McSnooper. Welcome in, you bunch of hoots. Hope you're doing wonderful today. Do 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 do. Square by square, woohoo, baby! That's honestly fun. That is how I work with all of my charcoal drawings. It's a 1-inch square by 1-inch square, and I finish a square, and then I'll move on to the next. Hugo, I'm sleepy but good. How are you doing, friend? Welcome in. If y'all don't know my friend Hugo, absolutely a schnumptacular artist here on the Twitch, does amazing, amazing sculptures. What are you up to today, friend? How's it going? All right, let's check that value. Way too light. Let's redo that. But yeah, how's it going, friend? Hope you are the superest and the duperest. Von Black, what are you up to, ya hoops? Hello, friend! Jack of some trades. Hello. Pac-Man, thank you so much for doing the shouts. I really appreciate you, friend. Jack of some trades, Jimmy's Cricket Store, and a bag of very ripe oranges. Niskus, is that how I say your name? GMR, hello, friend. Jack of some trades, how was your stream? What were you working on? If you all don't know, the Jack of some trades, absolutely amazing artist here on Twitch, and just so flippin' nice. Fantastic place to go hang out. Hello, hello. How was your stream? What were you up to? And for those of you who are here for the first time, I'm B. Diesel. I'm a traditional painter, drawer, and you know what? Professional rambler. We are working on a relatively new piece. It's a surrealistic piece based off of the Queen of Hearts. And this is our 4th time working on it. We're working on some little mushrooms today. Mushrooms! Oh, thank you so much for the raid. Tell us what you were up to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so good to see you. This is a little bit of my well, some of it's finished, some of it's not. I do a lot of different stuff. I do hyperrealism. I do like quicker, more a la prima stuff as well. This is our main project that we've been working on stream for 56 streams. And I am in the process of working on this. Oh, Drake here. Hello. How's it going? Oh, I see we have a redeem. The tube. Okay. Twitch page. Oh, I would love that. Thank you, Von Black. That's so nice. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm in the process of finishing this section off stream, and we're getting really, really close and making super good progress. Just there for the rewards. Thank you so much for popping in with that raid. And we do have a tube redeem from Fawn, which is basically, it's just me talking through a paper towel tube. And I know what you're thinking. What is happening right now? Well, here's the tube. Here we go. It's a very, very, very long, and it's got a fin on the end. Look, it's like an airplane. Anyway, do you feel in charge? Yes! I was wondering what would bake first. Your spirit or your body? But yes, Jack of some trades. Feel free to add your links into the chat, and then we will look at them. Clown gestures, still using watercolors. I want to see where your gestures. It does. I am doing a Bane impression. Yes, Cody. Yep, that's what I was going for. That's what we're here for. But yeah, so this is a pretty new painting. This is the 4th time we've worked on it. And you know what? I'm obsessed. I am sort of obsessed. Ooh, I do love doing paintings without a reference and trying to figure out the light. Again, Fawn, thank you for that too, routine. But yeah, it's always so fun just trying to figure out like, okay, well, if this object was really in this scenario, what would it look like? Where would the light hit? Figuring out like the different planes and the different, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. But yeah, so we're just doing, well, this. And I am enjoying the hickety-heckety out of this painting. It's been, I'm just going to say it, guys, it's been a hoot and dinger of a blast so far. I love it. It's really weird, though, to work on something that is this big, I guess? Because the last, I don't know, schnump gajillion paintings I've done have been incredibly small with very small elements in it, including like the portraits and like the little birds and the little objects. Like everything in it is so small. So this one is slightly smaller than life size. So the portrait, it's maybe like 3/4 life size. And that is probably this is gonna be the biggest hyperrealism portrait I've done. It's also one of the most Hyperrealskidoodle ones I've ever done. So I am incredibly excited to be working this. I have absolutely no illusions that this will be done by the beginning of 2028. That's the goal for the other one. We will see. It's really cool. I have the opportunity to put on another show at end of March of 2028. And it's, yep, I'm really, really excited about it. So my goal is to finish the other big piece. I mean, man, if I could finish this piece by then too, that'd be great. But I would basically have to be working on both of those around the clock in order to finish that. And unfortunately, that's not an option at this time. So we'll just have to wait. And I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. All right. And let's do a little zippity pow here. Trying to keep my layer nice and smooth and opaque. Again, one of the most important things when doing any sort of realistic or hyper-realistic work is to keep your values accurate. Value does all the work and color gets all the glory. So when I'm working on my first layer, I focus way, way more on correct values than I do correct color. You can always correct the color on a subsequent layer. But yeah, it is one of the things that I'm working on, is trying to strengthen up my first layers, because it just makes it a little bit easier as you get into your later layers, your third, fourth layers. It's just a lot easier if you've got a strong foundation. So yeah, it's like building a house, you know? You don't want a wonky foundation. Gotta keep it nice and smooth. Isn't oils opaque? I have to do that with watercolor, but never really tried it with oils. So the thing about oils, certain colors are more opaque than others. When you're looking at something that's super duper saturated and bright, typically when you're looking at things like ultramarines, purples, like yellow, like lemon yellow, those are very, very thin colors. And typically they need to be built up a lot more before they start to look clean and as vibrant as you would like. So what I focus on with my first layer, as opposed to keeping those colors really, really bright and poppy, is I focus on getting the value correct first. So they are definitely more opaque depending on the color than watercolors, but there are certain ones that they need to be built up in multiple layers, or you have to use a lot of paint. And since I don't use a lot of paint with my hyperrealism, I like to keep my brushwork really, really clean with my hyperrealism, because it is meant to be like an illusion, to get a good photo. Oh, take your time. There's no rush. We are here. Jack of some trades. I can't wait to see it. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Painting have values. Do you get it, donkey? But yeah, I understand, Jack of some trades. It's really, really hard to get a good photo of work. But yeah, it's interesting. And so one of the things that I've been working on a lot in the last like year and a half is I really want to up my game with my finish and my rendering and my first layer. So I have been I'm just going to say it. I'm going slightly slower than I went before, which that is saying a lot, because I am a slow painter, Jiminy T Cricket. Also, I sounded like Donald Duck there for a second. I don't even think I could replicate that sound if I tried. But yeah, I'm really, really trying to focus and like hone in on making my work a little bit cleaner and a little bit more finessed. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm trying to do the best job I can. And even though I do now have a deadline again, it's I feel like it's far enough away to where I can still really buckle down and try to do some nice clean work. I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm going to do the best job I possibly can. And I am going to be trying to promote this show a little bit more. I am going to be needing to work on my hyperrealism piece and my core stuff a lot more than I used to. So if you are interested in helping me and support that journey and help me keep doing what I love, please consider signing up for my Patreon. It helps me a ton. And if you sign up for the $20 tier, you get monthly postcards and little doodles and stuff. Did you tell us how you go outside to take angled photos? So I actually used to do that. And now what I do is Digi and I actually have an external flash that connects to the camera. We put a polarizing filter over that light and a polarizing filter over the camera lens to get rid of glare. I will say that that is the most effective and consistent way of getting your work photographed. Especially if it's a darker painting. What bird would you like, Hugo? A jackdaw. Ooh, I don't know if I know what a jackdaw. Let me look that one up. Hoo doo doo, hoo doo, hoo doo doo doo, jackdaw. Let's see what this puppy sounds like. So for those of you who haven't seen this before, you can request a bird impression in the chat, and I have to do my best job at mimicking it. And if I've never heard it before, I will look it up and try to study the sound. A jackdaw for Jack. I love it. Okay. Oh, that's a cool looking bird. All right, let's hear this. They're so cute. Can I make that sound? That's the question. That is the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so it's like... Meep, meep. Meep, meep, guys. Sounds like a squeaky toy. Oh, boy. That is the cutest sounding bird I believe I've ever heard. That's adorable. But you have heard of me. Yeah, Kitty, it does sound like a squeak toy. It sounds like a squeak toy. I can do a pretty good squeak toy impression. There's my squeak toy impression. In case you were wondering, gee, I wonder if Easel can do a squeak toy impression. The answer is absolutely, friends. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Thank you for that, Hugo. I have discovered a new favorite bird, and it's the jackdaw. I love it. And jackdaw, woohoo, boom, boom, ba doom, 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 jackdaw, woohoo. So almost every song slowly morphs into the DuckTales theme song. It's re-entered my consciousness over the last couple of years, and it is now officially a problem for me. I can't stop singing it. It's that show slapped. DuckTales was the best. You know what another good one was? Darkwing Duck. You give me a show about ducks fighting crime, I'm in. I'm sold. Okay? A duck-tective. Oh, woohoo! Yeah, that's exactly how it's spelled, Jack. Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. I feel like I want to do my own version of a crime-fighting duck. Should we do that? Darkwing Duck was the best. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. We should totally do that, Cody. Swim along with the Snorks. I'm gonna legally change my name to Snork. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I feel like it's overdue. You know? Like it's overdue. I want to be called a Snork. And I love a good Snork. My goodness gracious. Goodness gracious me, friends. I want to be a Snork. I want to be where the snorkels are. I want to see. I'm just laughing. I have no idea what the Snorks are. I thought you just said it. Please tell me what the Snorks are, please. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. Bear in mind that there's so much more contrast in real life. Oh, enjoy. Snorks, okay, it's vaguely familiar. I need to look. I'll look this up. First, let's look at Jack's Peaskadoodly-doo. I'm obsessed with this. It's not bad, I promise. It was a weekend. Oh no, it sounds weirdly familiar in the art text. I love this piece. I love this piece. Darkwing Duck is just so good. It's so, so good. Hello, I have a structured settlement, but I need pudding now. You know how seals communicate by slapping themselves at each other? Do you think humans should move towards... Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Seth. And it should be like you slap yourself on the belly to make the most noise. That's how I do it. That's how I've been doing it. Jack of some trades. I love this so much. I love this piece. You crushed this lighting. It's so good. The pose, this is like just classic. This is classic. I love it. Agreed. Seth, how the heck are you doing? Or hey, let me rephrase that, Seth. Did you get that? Did you get that seal of approval? I actually slapped my stomach really hard. Ow. I need cash now. You've got a lot of songs stuck in your head. I love this. And you're so welcome. Guys, please follow the Jack of some trades. Phenomenal artist, and honestly, one of the nicest people on earth. No joke. That was my stomach. Don't hit your stomach that hard. I like whipped it. I like whipped it, and yeah. I hope you heard that, Seth, because that was for you. Another time, you know how like silverbacks, they like pound on their chest? Yeah, I tried to do that once and I like punched myself in the chest. Don't do that. Whip it good. So dumb. Jack, amazing work as always. I love this. Also, Jack, if you have a shop link, please share it. I don't know if you sell these pieces, if you sell prints, but please feel free to drop your Shopee link or your Ko-fi link. We would love to see it. We'd love to see it. We'd love to help support you. You drop new prints. Get that in the shop. Get that in the shop. And then we'll shop until we drop. And I want to buy your art so bad. Woo, I ran out of air with that one. Move to a separate rock in reference. How do I pin that? How do I pin that? Communication risk. Can somebody pin that sentence from Seth? I'm going to move to a separate rock in reverence of your flesh's resonance. Sorry, not reverence. Communication successfully. Yes, Bigman, I appreciate you. Yes, people need to know what's happening when they come in. Communication successful. Oh, and I have to look up the snorks. You're absolutely right. But first, let's look up this shop here, drop-a-dee-doo. And then we're going to look up the snorks. Oh my gosh, I love your work so much. This one, 26 bucks for a print. 26 smackies. I love the orca. I love that. Friends, follow, look, buy things. There's prints. Wait, are there origis too? Are there originals? Origibles? Yeah, love. I love this one too. Jack. GMR Kitty. Thank you so much for the lurky. Have a super duper rest of your day. This is the theme song? Wait, what's the theme song? Did you say it on YouTube chat so you know it's the right one? Where? I don't see it. Archaic. I don't see it in YouTube. Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall is a print shop that you can make prints, t-shirts. I don't know if the background isn't the right color, but oh well. That is the struggle. That is the struggle. Fourth Wall, but yeah, it's super easy to set up. It's fantastic. There it be. Okay, let's check out the snorks. Let us check out the... Oh my gosh. Yep, I know what this is. Yep, so they print on demand. You don't have to do anything. It's amazing. All right, let's pause this and hope I don't get a copyright strike. Yep. Nope, I know what this is. I completely forgot about this. Okay, I don't want to get a copyright strike, so we're going to stop it there. But yeah, that slaps. Come along with the snorks. Those kind of shops. It's super duper easy to set up. It's crazy easy. Adding products is easy. They tell you if the resolution is good enough. Archaic, thank you for bringing that back because I completely forgot about the snorks. And now I remember. Now I remember the snorks. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I want to win a mug from Pinion, aka Xanthi. I don't know. It's just goobery. It was probably just YouTube going, I don't think you will. Come along with the snorks. Oh, I love that. We got DuckTales. We got the snorks. Did you guys watch the Smurf cartoon? Did you watch that? Smurf cartoon, and I watched a lot of Nickelodeon. That was sort of my main jam, but and then of course DuckTales, Tailspin. Dun 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 dun. Ho 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 hee hey, ho hee ho, ho hee ho hee ho. I love it. I loves it. I loves it, my precious. The Smurfs. Yep. This is like a nostalgia stream. I loves it, my precious.
Good Smeagol always does. What has it got in its nasty little pockets?
I do really, really like it though. Let me think about that. Yeah. I'm looking at it now. Nice. Paw Paw Bears was another good one. It was really short. Nowadays it would be Oh, yeah, I can see that. Basically watched Disney. Yeah, the Disney Channel was where it's at. Disney and Nickelodeon. I don't know, Cartoon Network I never really got into. We had it, but like, I don't know, I never really got into Cartoon Network specifically, but yeah, I'm sure there was some good stuff on there. I also, when I was a kid, I loved the Food Network so much. It was one of my favorite things. Partially because I really love food, but also they have some really great, like, competition reality shows on there that I love. Like Chopped and Iron Chef. But also they had a show which was kind of like Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay, but without the gratuitous swearing in it. Although I do love when he calls people donuts. That makes me laugh. And donkeys. Makes me laugh every single time. But it was called Restaurant Impossible. And it was basically the same concept. He would spruce up failing restaurants. But he was like this giant British guy. He was like 6'1,000" and was like ripped. And yeah, it was really, really entertaining. It was super duper entertaining. And I loved that show. And I haven't seen it in probably, it's probably been a good 15, 20 years since I've watched that show, which is insane. Maybe a little bit less. It's probably more like 15. But I loved that show. It was great. He was a bodybuilder. Yep. Also, speaking of Fourth Wall, I also have a shop on Fourth Wall. I do have some prints on there and some merch if you want to. 6'1,000" unspecified units. Yeah, that's the thing. We'll never exactly know, Justano. And also, friend, how's your day going? Happy Tuesday. Thanks so much for being here. Robert Irvine. That was his name. Yep, Robert Irvine. I love that show. It was a great show. I don't know how many seasons it had, but it should have had... You used to get his books? Really? It's just such an odd thing. It doesn't seem like he would be the type of person to, like, fix up failing restaurants. It feels more like he should be, like, a drill sergeant. I even said tipper-tappering. Wait, you seen him, like, in real life? You had a Robert Irvine sighting? Seriously, Jack, that makes me... That fills my heart with happiness. Thank you so much. I love the phrase tipper taps. I really, really, really love that phrase. Good old tipper taps. But yeah, I think what we're going to do with this painting is I think we're going to bebop around a little bit. So we're going to work on the skull. And then I think what we might do after this section, depending on how far we get. So far we're 4 streams into this. This is as far as we've gotten. So if we're able to finish this before I'm finished with the other painting off stream, we might bop up to the portrait next. On Worst in America, really? Guest speaker at a military event in Iraq. Oh, that's so... A worst cook in America. Gotcha. I'm at my peak, 8% body fat. Wow. To scanner to get more paintings scanned, and have fun I hope it goes super duper. I cannot wait to see more of your clown / jester paintings. They are amazing. Hugs to you, my super duper friend, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Alpaca, I'm not seeing it. What? Did I not? Okay, I will get that up there today. I just totally forgot to add it. I apologize. So let me write down Weird Alpaca fourth wall. Okay, I'll get that on there. Unless there's another one. Let's get another one. They bring me joy and other people love them too. So I'll be doing, yeah. And like, the thing is, you might not ever you might not ever lose that obsession. Because I know for me, like, people have asked me, like, are you not sick of painting Alice in Wonderland yet? I'm like, no, not even a little bit sick of it. I'm still completely obsessed. So you never know. This could be your new thing. This could be your forever thing. And that's pretty sweet. Probably not. I used to collect ceramic clowns. See, there you go. It all comes full circle. You know what you should do, Jack? Do you still have any of those? Because if you do, you should do a painting of one of the ceramic ones. I don't know how many paintings of ceramics you've done, but it is one of the most entertaining things you will do with all the little highlights and all the little shadows. Oh my gosh. I'm busy buzzing around today. Oh, well, thank you for the lurk. I hope the buzzing goes well. We're all just 10 to 15-year-olds in adult skin. Yep, we're just cosplaying adults. I feel like I still feel like the maturity of maybe like, I don't know, a 7-year-old, something like that. Well, if I see any, Jack of some trades, if I see any good ones in like an antique store, because sometimes we go antiquing, I'll get it for you and I'll send it to you so you can paint it. If I see a good one, I spit on my painting. Leaf Sheeps, I don't know if you're still there, but I spit on my painting. Tee-hee. There we go. Stop. Oh, it's coming. And hold on. The clown's coming. I'm totally mature, you poopy heads. I like to call people poo-poo liar faces. Oh my goodness. It's coming. Bingo. Easel DNA. Mr. DNA, where did you come from? From your blood. Fart face. Auto-modded fart face. Oh man, absolutely archaic, and it's a good one too, because think of all the waffles you can make at one time. I love that it auto-modded fart face more than I can even say. I love that. I love it so much that I could actually cry. I probably won't, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about crying right now. Thinking about crying, talking about crying. Hey, Leaf Sheeps, BT Dubs, thank you so much. What's wrong with this brush? Did this have dried paint on it? You know what? I don't think this brush got washed last time. I'll shoot a dinosaur. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, I'll have to extra wash that one. Because I was like, why is this brush so crunchy? I missed one. It was so good. So good. Yeah, I think I have a few obsessions. One is antique books. I love them. I've actually run out of space for them. So I'm having to like squirrel them away in unusual places. So I love antique books. I also love teacups. That's another problem that I have. Big time. I love porcelain figurines in general, mostly of Alice in Wonderland themed stuff like rabbits, birds, literally Alice in Wonderland. So there's that. For bathroom type humor, yup. I really must go. Hope you're still alive when I return, just in case. Have a wonderful day. And Jack, thank you so much for all those kind words. I appreciate you so much, friend. Have a safe bicular ride as well. And I hope the scanning goes super duper duper dee super duper schnumble schnoo. But seriously, I appreciate all those kind words. Thank you. Oh, do you have pictures? So I'm actually going to be doing, not this year, and probably not next year either. I have plans to do a massive still life based off of what we've dubbed my curiosities cabinet. It has skulls in it, butterflies, it has books, teacups, teapots, other things as well. Taking the nature trail, oh, that's the best. That's the best. Hopefully it's not too hot out. We actually had a perfect day for weather yesterday. Like I said, we had a really cool photo shoot. It was at basically like a show garden. The lady who runs it, she has a business advising people how to grow their own gardens, whether it be floral, vegetable, whatever. And we were taking pictures of her and her puppies and the gardens, and it was just it was a long day. We were gone literally all day, but it was really good. The weather was beautiful, and Digi took some bonus shots for me to do paintings from, so that was pretty sweet. Welcome in, Dank Oreo. Hope you're having a good day. Has monkeys all over it? Yes! I don't know what my favorite set is. I have very, mixed and matched teacups. None of them are really from sets. So yeah, they're all a little bit different. Alright, let's move this. I'm not going to go into the smoke because I don't want to have to mix those colors again today. So we're going to just sort of tipper tap this edge along the smoke to keep it nice and soft. Soft-skadoodle-doo. I'm very annoyed that I forgot to wash that brush. Jiminy Cricket and a bag of rice. But, yeah. Oopsie-doo. Thankfully, the soap that I use... So, for those of you who are new... I am very much, again, using solvents. I don't like to have them in the house. I don't like to use them in my process. I also don't use them for washing my brushes. So I use something called Master's Soap to clean my brushes. I'll take the tag off so you can actually see it. So I use this stuff. You can use this to clean. That's Digi's job. Honestly, he is so nice. He cleans my brushes all the time. And, Jiminy Cricket, sometimes they are really bad. There have been times where I had 35 dirty paintbrushes. It's crazy. But yeah, this stuff is fantastic. So I forgot to wash this brush. It has old, crusty oil paint, possibly from Thursday's stream. Or maybe Friday? I don't remember. But, this stuff will actually take out dried oil paint. So I really, really recommend it. It's a little bit expensive. How dare he work 2 jobs? How dare he? But I really recommend this stuff. Yeah, it's an easy way to clean your brushes, and it doesn't stink. So it's fantastic. In every way, it is fantastic. Very effective stuff. Friends, I'm going to take a super duper quick break. I'm going to go heat up my coffee, and it's the best. It's so good. So guys, bear with me. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. I got to go heat up my coffee, and I got to grab a quick snackle. So I'll be right back. Well, howdy there, friends. Whoop-a-doo-boop-a-doo. Whoop-a-doo-boop-a-doo. Hum-ba-doo-boop-a-doo. Boo-boo-ba-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello, child. I was heating up my coffee. So the best way that to clean your brushes is to remove as much excess paint from the brush just using a napkin as humanly possible. You do want to make sure that you get until there's no more pigment transfer, and then it's an easy clean. It takes like not that long at all. As long as you pre-clean them in a napkin, easy peasy. Child, how the heck are you doing? Welcome in. Goodbye forever. Oh no! Goodbye forever. Goodbye, my friend. Welcome in, Boba Badger. Boba Badger. Welcome to the stream, Boba Badger. Look like a DJ instead of an easel? Because sometimes, Archaic, you gotta drop some sick beats, and that's why I'm DJ Beat Weasel. That's the answer to that question. You know, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, mister. That's all I got, and that's what I'm here for. Boba, how you doing today, friend? Hugs to you. Good to see you. I hope Tuesday has found you well. Fare thee well, my Tuesday. Fare thee well. Easels can DJ. Exactly. You know, easels do be easeling, but they also be dropping those sick beats, you know? Beats that just slap. So today we're painting some mushrooms. So let's do a couple of little tibber taps here against the smocular region. I really don't want this to get super duper sharp skidoodly. So we're just gonna do some light tipper tapping, just a little bit, to make sure that smoke looks nice and hazy skidoodle doo. I've actually never tried V8, mostly because I'm scared of vegetable juice. I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't like drinking vegetables. So there's that. I hate tomatoes. Christmas cat. Christmas cat. Oh, there we go. There we go, Cody. I am just so cool. So cool. Trips over something. Christmas cat. How the hickety heckety flickety fleckety are ya? Welcome in. Because I don't consume. I'm the same. I need to have more. I have kind of failed with the vegetables. It was really nice of the lady we photographed yesterday. Again, she was running a garden business, so she gave us all these really good produce. So I'm gonna have to use up some. Maybe I'll start now. Maybe I'll start right now. Burn! It's time to have my vegetables. Eepy. Oh, I feel that in my soul, my friend. Hopefully today can be International Nap Day. Does that sound good to you, Christmas cat? Because quite frankly, I would love a nap. I would love it. I'd love it, my precious, with all of our hearts. Oh my Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy T Cricket. It's healthy and rejuvenating. It's true. I really should. I should do that, but I haven't been. All right, so we're just doing some light tipper taps using our watercolor brush. And then we're actually going to go over it again and pump up the jam a little bit with these values to not nap. I woke up an hour ago. Oh my God. I'm not going to lie. I have actually done that where I had such a bad night of sleep that I got up and then like an hour later I took a nap. Like, it's happened. I added something for you in Discord. Ooh, woo. Time for salad for a week. Gotta watch out for that lettuce though lately. It's so funny that now we have to be wary of, I don't know if that's still going on though. Is that still going on? The evil lettuce bug? Has anyone heard anything about that? Because, yeah. I mean, here's the funny thing. I didn't really eat vegetables that much before, but now. Oh, that's so cool! I love this. This is so cool. Thank you, Von Black. Did you just do this? That's crazy. I think that got, it got fixed quickly. Good. Oh no, 100%. That's the thing. The allure of the early nap Christmas cat is so strong, but yeah, you're always going to feel like Garbo afterwards. Fawn Black, this is really neat. All around good egg. That's so nice. Thank you. That is really kind. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm totally cool with you putting that up. Template set up and added your Discord logo. It's so neat. Well, thank you. That's so cool. Yeah, we have Discord. We do. Get over there, iChild. Heck to the yeah. We just do have a Discord. Every single day consumes a lot of nutrients. Oh, absolutely. The more active you are, the more calories and healthy stuff you should be consuming. That's a fact. It's simply a fact. Vackadee blappa bap. But yeah, it's super important. But yeah, iChild, get on over to the Discord. Head on up to the Discord. Doodly doo 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 doo. Let's do some tipper taps. Bip 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 bippity baps. Yeah, this went... I think we are going to go back over it again. We're going to do tipper taps and we're going to soften all of this up first. I'm also trying to figure out... So I think the stem actually kind of hooks up. So we're going to do that next. It kind of doubles up a little bit. So we're going to do that now. Get on over there. Heck to the yeah. Silly answer, there are some who called me Tim. I am known as Tim. Tim the Magnificent. Yeah, you gotta stay fit. You gotta stay, you gotta shake things up too. And you gotta keep the earth moving. That's what Nature Walk taught me. All right, so the stem actually kind of flubles up like this. A little bit of a flubal slop. And as I said before, I am planning on kind of warming up the color of the mushroom stems. In the reference, they're super duper cool shifted and white. My lord Tim, is't thou in the Discord? Ist? I don't think that's right. No, that doesn't sound right to me. Okay, yeah, I'm digging that. That looks just fine. Then we're gonna do some tip taps on the stem and smoothly that out. Maybe it's smoothly. Do 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 do. Tip tip tap. Tipper taps are one of my favorite parts of the process. The more layers I add on this too, the more smooth skidoodle it's gonna get. So generally speaking, on the first layer, I don't worry about adding any sort of small specific texture, like unless it's a really big texture. Usually I just try to get the values and like the big shapes down on this first layer. If I try to add too much texture, it doesn't really work because the paint's kind of thin and it's really easy to eat through your paint layers. So typically I don't do those itty bitty micro textures on the first shot. It depends. It depends on how big the texture is, I suppose. All right, I do want to make this part here really dark. But yeah, it sort of depends. Like if it's like on a book, canvas book texture stuff, I definitely don't try that on the first layer because you're just going to lose it. As you try to blend stuff, you're going to lose all of that texture. So generally speaking, I start with just getting the main shapes down and the main values. And then like second, third layer, you start to add your texture a little bit more. Did I hear eating paint? I haven't done that since my day in the Marines. Ooh, well, it does look like candy. I mean, that's the thing about oil paint. You put down some pink, some yellow, some orange, all of a sudden it's like, look, candies, delicious. But then you eat it and it tastes like poison and sadness. So, there's that. There's that. There's that. Just make sure that you wash it down with something good, like water. That's what I say is stay hydrated. If you're going to eat paint, stay hydrated. That's what I say. That's what I say. Keep it healthy, keep it real. More than anything, we just got to keep it real. And also, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's why I always keep 2 apples on me to throw at the doctors. Take that, doctor. as I clonk it into his cocodome. Cocodome, boodle-doo-doo-doo-doo. All right, dip it to the tip tap. And we do kind of lose the edge here. Kind of fades out into obliv. I do use more like the side of the paintbrush to do these tipper taps to leave as little mark as possible. Again, we're trying to soften, we're trying to sort of schnumbleize these values together without eating through our paint layer. So using the side of your watercolor brush as opposed to like the point, it's going to leave a lot fewer marks. And between each little tippy tap, I'll lift up the brush. I'm trying to not drag the brush because that's going to leave a big old mark on your paint layer. Yeah, I wasn't really into the sports. Very physically awkward person. I've accepted that. I've accepted it. We're going to actually soften this up just because I'm not 100% sure what's past that point. I cut the reference. No one, exactly. Teaching high school made students call me Dr. Brett, not Mrs. Brett. I told them points for using an English accent, Dr. Brett. Oh no, I don't get it. Dr. Brett? I'm so sad. I don't get it. What is that from? Tell me. Please tell me. I hate not knowing a reference. Although, after you tell me, I still might not know it because I'm one of those people that a little slow with the references. Unless it's like Lord of the Rings or Jurassic Park. Those I'll get immediately. You give me one of those references, boom, we're golden, man. Oh, I never watched Doctor Who. I do want to watch it because it seems like something I would really love. But yeah, I never actually watched it. But I've heard super good things about it. Honestly, it seems like something I would love. If you read the rest of the text, he told you the reference. Oh, Doctor Who reference! Oh, yeah, I've never seen it. I really want to, though. I really, really, really want to. And my mistakes, I've made a few. Do, 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 do. But yeah, if I had actually read it, I was too busy trying to figure out what it was from. Literally, I was so trying to figure out what it was from that I missed it. Hey, I lost it. All right, now I'm going over the blue just a little bit, and we're adding in a stoodle, subtle little highlight skidoo. Again, I am smoothing out the shape a little bit more than the reference calls for. I'm not a huge fan of all of the texture that ended up in this. Like, there's some great doctors. I love silly shows. I really, really love me some silly shows. Ow. Hey, when you hit your knuckle on a camera, that hurts. Don't do that. 1 out of 10, do not recommend. But yeah, I love stuff like that. You know what show that I have really been jonesing to watch? Dollhouse. If you have not seen Dollhouse, it only had 2 seasons. That show slaps. It's so, so good. We have been attempting to arrange for like years, trying to watch through this show with Digi because he's never seen it. And we've attempted it, I believe, twice. And we're like, yeah, we're going to keep up with this. And then we never do. It's so hard to watch a show consistently, like every week. Dollhouse was good. It was so good. No worries. You don't have to. I haven't heard of it. Where is it? It's an older show. I don't remember what year it was from, but it's from like the mid 2000s maybe. It was made by the same person who did Firefly. So I think his name was Joss Whedon. Turns out he was not the nicest guy, but his shows were fantastic. But yeah, definitely if you like, it's like it's kind of like sci-fi in the sense that it's like a possible future scenario, but it's really good. So you do I think you have to get it either, I don't know where you could buy it. I don't know where you could buy a digital copy, but you can still find it on DVD. I would love to get that on DVD. Anyway, it's really, really good. I love it. It's got a fantastic story, and it has some pretty amazing plot twists. Not allowed to watch any of his shows anymore. That makes you bad. I'm a bad person. Okay, 2009 to 2010. So good. Oh, Buffy. I always forget about Buffy. I never got into it, and that's another show that someday I would like to watch, because I heard it's really fun. Buffy, and there was the other one. It was like Angel. Literally, I was just trying to think of that, Leaf Sheeps. Angel. An angel. Anyway, really good show. I would recommend it. Great story. Super duper cool plot twists in it. It's a Boppenstein. Maybe it's Boppenstein. Buffy was better. I mean, I've heard good stuff about all of it, and I've never seen any of it. So I would really like to, at some point. I'd love to see it. It's one of those things where I kind of missed the boat when it was on TV, and now I don't really have a way to watch it. Them's fighting words. You chose family. Oh boy, you know, this is a moment. And this is a moment I want to watch Buffy. I did have my chance though, Prue. You're right. Someday though. Someday I'll watch it. Alright, I do want to smoothle that out. You know he's back like he never left. He never left another day, another breath. Soaps? How the heck are ya? How's your day going? How was your weekend, friend? Welcome in, ya hoot. If you guys don't know my friend Soapy Gem, he's also a streamer here on the Twitchiverse. Does really fun game streams. They're super chill, and there's good chats, and there's kitties, and it's a hoot. It's a hoot. If you guys are not following my friend Soaps, please do. How you like me now? Oh, it's on Amazon Prime? Get out of town. I didn't know that. Charmed because there's a Prue in that show. Oh, fantastic. Is there going to be a brawl in the chat between Botanic and Leaf Sheeps over the show Angel? Because we can get some, like, you know, some pies for you to throw at each other. Or we could just eat the pie. There's that. We could just eat the pie. Eat the pie. Eat the pie. But yeah, Soapy Soaps, how's you and the ninja? And all the kitty cats? I want chicken. I want liver. Meow mix, please deliver. We is good. Glad to hear it, friend. Thank you so much. Thank you ever so much for popping into the chat and saying, how'd you do? They're just differently focused shows. Wow. Yeah. Different isn't bad, you know. I remember you talking about it, Leaf Sheeps, and how much you loves it, my precious. I remember when I remember when I lost my mind. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This is my first week at the new job. How's it going? How do you like it so far? I will decide for all. Both are good for different reasons. Beautiful. Charmed because I love Alyssa Milano back in the 90s. I completely forgot about Alyssa Milano. Completely forgot. It's all coming back. Do. That's me fighting. Your turn. Wow, this is a very civilized fight. You guys are like a couple of Jedi. From a more civilized time. Now I want pie. Man, I could go for some pie right now. Alright, I'm gonna ask it. Favorite type of pie, go. What's everyone's favorite type of pie? I mean, I gotta go Dutch apple. It's one of my favorite. Pizza. Oh! Now I want pizza. Pumpkin? Pumpkin's good, man. Pumpkin is good. But yeah, soapy soaps. Oh, sweet. Just saw your text, soapies. Woohoo. Celebration. But yeah, how is it? How you liking the new job? Lemon meringue. Oh, yes. I would go for lemon anything. I love lemon. Lemon desserts. I don't like lemon in savory capacities, though. Don't put lemon on my fish. Cranberry lemon, if it must be a dessert pie. I like it so far. It's really too early to tell, though. I'm not doing much yet. Yes. Apple, very good choice. I do love apple. What about French silk? That's a good one. But yeah, it is kind of hard to tell until you get into the nitty-gritty of a job. But I'm glad you like it so far. It's pretty neat. Grad 3D Fox Studio. She makes the most, I'm very jealous. Probably blueberry. Dutch apple is also nom. Man, if you get a homemade one too, it's like a kick to the tongue, but in a good way, of course, you know.
In a good way, you bring us down a whole octave. In a good way. You change the batteries in the smoke detector. Yeah, and in 6 months, you get to do it again.
6 different types of apples. Oh, nice. How's it going today, Crack 3D Fox Studio? I saw you were streaming earlier. Sadly, it was a very weirdly chaotic morning, so I didn't actually get to lurk on as many streams as I wanted. Nap time for the baby. See you in 20 minutes. Oh, nap. Yay, cutie little baby. BT Dubs, my nephew turned 1 year old on Saturday. And we sang him happy birthday. His actual party is this weekend, but we sang him happy birthday and he hated it. He did not know what to do with himself. So he just hid his face and it was super cute. He's a big boy now. It's crazy. He's adorbs and I loves him. Was a no mic stream today. Oh no, you have a cold? Well, man, good on you for still streaming though. If I have a cold, I'm like, nope, I'm gonna go hibernate. I turn into a big old baby. Just a big old baby, you know. A little bit now, and diddly doo doo. Realize I like savory pies. Oh my gosh. Chicken pot pie and steak pie. I had the best steak pie back in 2005 when I was in New Zealand. We had just, and I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, we had just accidentally climbed a mountain. We had no idea how insane this hike was going to be. And at the top of the mountain, it was like a 4-hour hike. There was a little restaurant up there. And they had steak pot pie, and it was so good. Copious amounts of coffee. Oh my gosh, yes, a baby. What a cutie. They do have the best pies. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was amazing. Chicken pot pie is the bomb diggity. There used to be a restaurant at a nearby mall, and they had amazing chicken pot pie. It was delicious, and it was also enormous, so I would get like 3 meals out of this puppy. And then the restaurant closed, and I don't know why, and it made me so sad. I don't think I want to know either. I don't want to know why. Oh my gosh, now I want a chicken pot pie. Actually, you know what? I might have a frozen chicken pot pie. It's not as good. Listen, it's never going to be as good as a fresh, homemade chicken pot pie. It's not. This is a fact. However, it is delish. It is delish, especially in a pinch. Was in Scotland. Oh, they had good stuff there. They had good flippin' stuff there. Mince pie with eel and parsley sauce. You know, it sounds bizarre, but it's probably amazing. It's probably savory and delicious. I would eat that. I would try it. I've never tried eel before, but I imagine it's just like fish. Like, I think if you can get past the fact that it's eel, which would maybe freak me out a little bit. Thank you, Oreo. I appreciate that. Ham, cheese, and asparagus pie. Oh, that sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. I really want pot pie now. I really do. I've never had it. But I would try it. I would try it. Can I say chicken pot pie? Can you? That's the question. That's a question you're going to have to ask yourself. I don't think anyone can answer it for you. You know, it's a lonely journey figuring out if you can say it or not. An owner of a lonely heart. Did you have eel when we went out to eat that one night? Prue, didn't you get eel something? Like sushi? I don't remember. Oh, you can say, I thought you were asking. Yes, you can say chicken pot pie. You can say pizza pie. You could say sweet pies. You can say chicken pot pie. I thought you were asking me if you could say it. I'm like, I don't know. Can you? I'm pretty dumb today. I haven't slept in a while. Teehee. Eel sushi. I actually really, I don't like sushi. Avocado roll, so delish. I would try it. I had an EpiPen nearby. Oh no. Poor leaf sheeps. My heart breaks for you that you can't have fish anymore. It really, truly does. Smoked salmon though. It's smoked salmon. Eel sushi is my favorite. Nice. Yeah, I have a real problem with sushi, and it's simply, well, it's not simply a texture issue. It's a texture / flavor issue that I have, because a lot of it is made with vinegary stuff, and that super duper freaks me out. So anyway, not important. It's delicious and nutritious. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Neat. Cold savory food. Exactly. It's just a lot. Sushi is too much for me. Like on pretty much every level, it like ticks off all the boxes of food that freaks me out. So I did try it once and it was a no-go. So, you know, hey, you know what that means though? More sushi for everyone else. That's what that means. All right. I do want to darken. That's what I keep picking up this brush to darken up this section, and then I immediately forget what I'm doing, like immediately. But yeah, there's a lot of things about the sushi that I'm not a fan of. So I would like to add in just a little bit of that kind of mushroomy texture. Again, because I didn't like the way this reference turned out as far as these mushroom models. We are going to be making this up a little bit, but I'm not going to go crazy. Because one of the things I don't want to do is I don't want to add in so much detail that's just sort of made up, and then I have to keep correcting it over and over and over. A big fish and white rice. Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Japanese cousin was very disappointed when oh no. Devastating. A neck in the clouds. Neck in the clouds. How are you doing, friend? Yeah, I mean, pretty much most of my family loves sushi. They loves it, my precious. I can't do it. I'm just a big baby, and I'm just a teenage baby. I don't know what that means, but I thought I would go with it. Heading to work in 20 minutes. Well, I hope it goes super duper. It's a great day. Hope it's a lovely day at work. All right, so let's do another little bit of zippity pow right along the edge. Oh, this feller. Teenage dirt baby. Yes, he does like sushi. I think he likes sushi. I think so. Happy worky lurky friend. Thank you for hanging out. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Yes, I'm a teenage dirt baby. That's actually, that's what's on my birth certificate. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it, you hoot and dinger. Hoot and dinger? But yeah, thank you all so much for being here, hanging out. Thank you for the follows today. I really, really appreciate it. Like I said, we did finish our community challenge, which means coming up in the very, very near future, DigiSquatch and I are going to be playing a Sasquatch hunting game. another position. A grocery replenisher. Nice. I hear working on the register is kind of a nightmare. Yeah, register, because like I had a couple of family members that used to work at Walmart. And no one wanted to work on the cash register. It was awful. It was awful, awful, awful. So I don't blame you. That sounds horrible. But I'm glad you're getting changed to a position that you like more. That's always really, really nice. We were like, yeah, that's a big negative there, mister. By the way, that's how I actually talk. That's great there, mister. That's how I talk. Bet you didn't know that until right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely digging the lessened texture. I did draw it in on some of these mushrooms, but I'm just going to completely ignore it because I don't really like it.
Me no like it, precious.
You know, sometimes in life, you just gotta ignore the texture. Zoop. Bippity boppity McBee there. Working at the register is hard. Need to have specific skills like having distinct lack of understanding of currency or basic math. So I'd be great then at a register. Oh my gosh. I have this one memory. I was at World Market and there was a girl. It was like, it seemed like maybe it was her first or second day. And she was so flustered and like, you could just tell she was having a really rough day. And then, so there was a big line and there was a lot of people and like she was just getting increasingly flustered. And then this lady starts like yelling about how long this was taking and like, oh my gosh, like just creating such a stink. And I'm not a confrontational person. I don't say stuff when I probably should. But in this instance, I had to because she was being horrible to this poor girl. I'm like, dude, I was kind of nice. I was like, this is not helping anyone, especially you. This is not going to make this line go faster. This is not going to help her, you know, with her job. Just please stop. You're not helping anyone. And she was like, meh, 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 meh. It was great. It was a good time. That poor girl, though. I can't even imagine, like, your first day on a register, so stressful. Yay! Would you like to go panning for gold with me, neck in the clouds? Oh my gosh, I spit so bad when I did that. Paying $403 for a purchase of $378. Thank goodness for credit cards. I don't usually do those tricksy things to get, like, a nice even amount of change. I kind of just go, I just hand them whatever, but like I can see the advantage so you don't have a bunch of random pennies. Although now we don't have pennies anymore. Is that, like now there's no pennies, which makes me sad and confused. I don't know why we did that, but anyway, tee-hee. Yes, they are. They are. Neck in the clouds, how you doing today? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great start to your week. What are you up to today, you hoot? Prue, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you later, my friend. We did that because they're more expensive to make than they're worth. Oh, that's right. That's right. Round up 3 cents gives you a nickel. Oh, okay. Rich people hate poor people. Oh, no. Hence the pennies are out of here. That is really weird though. I heard about that, what was that, last year that started, and I was like, I'm sure I'll hear more about it, and then I kind of didn't, so I had no idea what was happening. Arguably, I never know what's happening, so it's fine. See you next time, Botanic. Have a wonderful day, my friend. Thank you so much for hanging out. It has been, I'm just going to say it, a hoot and dinger. It's been a real world-class hoot and dinger of a blast. Yeah, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy your visiting, your visitoroni's visitoroni with cheese. Yes, please. Do. But not a new penny. New pennies are really cool. Like they're shiny and they're not made of copper anymore, I don't think. Or are they? Are they made of copper? They might be made of, I know they used to be made of copper. Are they still made of copper? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A new penny is quite shiny. It's shiny. Dirty pennies though? No, I agree. Like old dirty pennies are pretty gross. Completely agree. All right, let's do some tipper taps here. But I've seen some videos of people cleaning old pennies. That's pretty great. I'm not going to lie. Zinc. Okay. But did they used to be copper? Or were they always made with zinc? I like this song. It's very zany. One might say shining, shimmering magic. That triggered my brain, Cody. Did you do that on purpose? I think you did. Cody, I hope your CD mixtapes are going well. Hope you're having fun with that. Formerly copper. Yes, yes, yes. You know what's going to be so weird when, like, you can't find pennies anywhere and they are suddenly worth something. You know what I mean? Because people are going to be like, we don't have pennies anymore. That's how they talk, by the way. They don't have pennies anymore. Of course, I figured. You know what? I figured. I thought as much. Thought you might have. All right. Doing some more tipper taps. Make sure this is nice and smooth. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. All right. Let's grab my Hyperrealskidoodle brush. Yeah, a good shiny penny, though. Quite fun. Quite fun. Is anyone else swept away by this music like I am? Because Jiminy Cricket, this is some hardcore stuff. Well, you're not hardcore unless you live hardcore. All right, doing a few more dibber taps. Adding in a little bit of a highlight here. This is a super fun song. Very lightly adding a lighter bluish value to get that shiny shininess. Tiling floors and counters with pennies. I saw that. That is such a satisfying process to watch. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And it's so good. Do, 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 do. And I knew that I would now. Yeah, really neat. It's really cool. It's a little odd that all of our bank accounts still express things in pennies. Like if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in an account, since it's all virtual, why can't you have? Yeah, exactly. It's so true. I don't know. You know what I do like though? I do like not getting paper bank statements anymore because should I have looked at those? Probably. Did I ever look at those? No, I did not. But yeah, I love not getting stuff in the mail that I'm never going to look at. I mean, we still get a lot of junk mail. Absolutely we do, but yeah, not as much as we used to. And not that bank statements are junk mail, but I don't know. It's like, what am I going to do with these things? There's so many of them. So I do definitely like getting digital statements. It's fantastic. That way I can ignore them in my email. It's great. It does, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter how I feel about it because they're just gonna do it. And they've already done did it. They already done did it, kids. Here comes the Southern Prospector voice again. Say, do you want to go panning for gold and find some pennies? Just adding in some nice, subtle little highlights here. Hello. Again, I'm not super worried about this blue staying crazy blue. I'm more worried about the value looking correct. I get you in the mail? Get over here. We'll have some pizza. Aloden, how are you today? This fine day, my friend. Welcome to Jurassic Park. I don't know why it's Jurassic Park. It just felt right. Do 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 do. Blah 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 blah. Jurassic Park. Do-do-do. Yup, we are getting there. The next thing we'll probably work on is the snutular/eye socket region. I think this is probably going to take 2 sessions with the teethers just because there's a lot of Dideronis on there. And we're just taking our time. I have absolutely no delusion that this piece is going to be done for the 2028 show, so I'm not going to worry about it. My siblings are born. Oh, that's fun. Are you giving them as gifties? Are these Christmas gifts? I actually already need to start planning stuff for Christmas. I have a couple of small commissions. I'm still doing small commissions. Yes. So, in 2028, I have the opportunity to put on another solo show. I did one in 2024, and it was absolutely nutso crazy kooky talk. So, a couple of months ago, I got offered a second solo show. It's in Wisconsin, so it's really nice. I don't have to ship anything. I can just drive all of the pieces up there. And it's the end of March of 2028, so I have a little bit of time to finish these. Probably not this one, but I will hopefully be able to finish that other Alice in Wonderland piece. I'm pretty excited. I'm also going to be trying to finish a couple, small pieces like florals, and there's a lot of pieces that I would like to get done for this show, but I do have to be realistic about my time. I also have to be realistic about finances because most of the pieces I'm working on, if they're not commissions, they're not like paying gigs kind of thing. This is not a paying piece yet. So I do have to still balance it with doing like commishy stuff. I have to balance it with, things that I can sell. Like I do plan on doing another art drop in October. I try to do those quarterly. I'm probably going to be doing some little bird commissions and such, but I'm not really taking complicated commissions. I have 2 hyperrealism commissions right now, and I'm working on those as often as I can, but I don't want to take on any new complicated commissions, so I'm not doing anything that's incredibly elaborate because I just don't have the time to devote to it. So I am still doing small commissions though, like little pet portraits, and like if you want a movie scene, I can do that as long as it's not like incredibly complicated or detailed. So I'm doing some stuff still, just not as much as I was doing before this. So yeah, it's going to be a busy couple of years. I might, but I haven't decided. At the very least, I will have them. Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. Yeah, the teeth are quite a few colors. There's a lot of different values in there. I think the main thing is the shapes are rather complicated. And like I said, I didn't draw every single little bit and bob, so it is going to take me a little bit of time to kind of figure out where stuff is and interpret it in a way that makes them look like, teeth. So yeah, definitely don't want to rush. I want to do as good a job on this painting as I can. So it's going to be a crazy couple of years for sure. And I need to get more organized again. So I'm probably going to need to make another spreadsheet because I have a lot of pies in the oven. Speaking of pie. So I'm probably going to have to do like a little spreadsheet, keep myself organized. Baby skull teeths, and oh my gosh, that'd be so scary.
Well, Hugo Falling, thank you so much for redeeming me, Marlon Fleeger. Today, my friends, we're painting a happy little skull, and it reminds me of the time I lived in a cave for 500 years.
Teeth look sharp and twisty, exactly. Adult teeths beneath them. I know. It's so scary. You know what I found out like last week? The bones in babies' hands are not connected. They're just kind of floating in there. And I'm not gonna lie, that freaks me out. Seriously freaks me out. So there's that. Found that out the other day, and quite frankly, I was deeply, deeply troubled by it. Oh, I need another brush. I accidentally used my Merige brush. This stuff used to be called Merige, my Venetian wax medium, and they changed the name, and I don't know why. I don't know. Let hands fare thee well, my home true love. Alright, where's my brush? I'm still really bummed that I forgot to wash that paintbrush. We'll meet another day, another time. It's late here, and it turns out I'm an adult who has to do work stuff. A couple of pictures of my foster kitties. Hold on and hold on. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Child, good to see you, my friend. Poop, 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 do, 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 no. No. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. Why are you so perfect? Baby, no. I love them all. No, you're perfect. I love them all. I'll take all of them, please. Yes, I love them so much. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, and thank you for sending me into a cuteness aggression fit, because those are the cutest kittens ever. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So stinking cute. I need to know all their names. I know you have to leave, but I really need to know their names. Thank you. Okay, thanks. Tee-hee. But yeah, baby teeth, baby hand bones, really freaky stuff. Okay, so the question now becomes, which little crop of mushrooms do I do next? Because if I bop into this area actually has a lot of skin tone in it. This is actually her necular region. So I do have to keep that in mind. If I bop into that area, I do have to go in with those skin tones. Because I have to tip or tap them and blend them, and I do want to make sure that I'm prepared for that. So I think what we'll do is we're going to work on, I think, these two mushrooms. I think that'll be better. So we're going to do that. First, I also need to tip or tap this out, prepare this for next time. You always have to, if you're working in small sections like this, I always have to think about what's going to be happening the next time I work on this. So typically I don't leave any of these edges sharp. Even if there's no paint to blend it into, I will still go in and sort of tip or tap and soften up the edges. So then when I do work wet paint into the adjoining section, it's a little bit easier to kind of merge the two things together. If you leave your edges too sharp, you actually then have to take a little bit more time to merge and connect those two sections. It's much easier to sharpen something than it is to soften something later. So I always try to keep that in mind if I'm going to be joining two sections into each other. Make sure you keep those edges nice and soft. Nice and soft, nice and soft. Do, 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 do. Bippity boppity, be there. Andrea, I'm so glad that y'all are okay and safe after that insane earthquake. My gosh. But yeah, I sadly, I missed your stream the other night. How did that go? I'm glad you're okay, though. And I heard you got a fridge. I heard you got a fridge. Congrats. Love you, friend. I'm glad you're doing okay. Really good to have you here. Guys, if you do not know my friend, Andrea No Art, are you even on Twitch? Absolutely phenomenal artist. Does hyper-realistic graphite and, was you working with colored pencil the other day? But yeah, that piece, I did go and watch a little bit of the VOD, and it looks so flippin' good. Absolutely mind-blowing work, as always, my friend. But yeah, I super duper appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pippity popping in. It's so nice to see you. Glad you're doing good. Yes, The Council of the Andreas have begun, and we shall deliberate many important things this day. Alright, so I think we're going to oil out another mushy. I'm just going to start with the one, and we'll see if we have time for the second one. So far today, we've done zoop. So that's been super fun. I love painting mushrooms. It's actually a thing. I have a problem. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more mushrooms. It's supposed to be my Christopher Walken. I do a terrible Christopher Walken impression. It's awful. I'm going to soften up that edge a little bit, make sure that doesn't get too crazy. Does that make me crazy? 'Tis a wonderful council. We should decide many important things. Things that were, things that are, and some things that have not yet come to pass. Alright, let's do some dibber taps. Dibber taps. Also, Andrea, tell me what you're having for lunch. Please. I just need to know, and I'm gonna be nosy about it. Apparently I had some color in my wax medium, so that's why it looks so weird and dark. I need to figure out what I'm having for lunch after stream. I kind of failed, and I did not really eat enough before stream. So, here we are. Can you do that Galadriel speech? Danny DeVito. Even the wisest cannot tell, for the mirror shows many things. Things that were, things that are, and some things that have not yet come to pass. Speech, Bilbo! I did it even before you redeemed it. Oh, you're so welcome. Ground beef with potatoes, carrots, and rice. Oh, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. I'm hungry. I need food. Thank you, Leaf Sheeps. Anytime. Anytime for you, Leaf Sheeps. You know that. You know that. We'll find out. There's so much more to me. Alright, we're going to wax this whole thing. This is going to be a hairless mushroom. Wish I could unsay that. Anyway, here we are. Too late. It's too late to apologize. We do have what seems to be an imperfection in the gesso, so that's unfortunate. Swedish meatballs from scratch. Are you doing it from scratch? Are you doing it from scratch? Because I bet they're amazing. Fellowship of the Ring has become a comfort movie. The Fellowship of the Ring of the three movies is my favorite one. I love that movie so flippin' much. I really want to do another Lord of the Rings painting. It's been at least a couple of months since I've done one, and I really, really, really want to do one. I want to do one with some, I think, unfortunately, Leaf Sheeps is going to have to be remote again, but we should be able to game, as far as I know. We should be good for that. That movie is you. Wait, it's me? It's me? Wait, hi? I'm the problem? It's me? But yeah, we should be good. Ow, I punched my camera. Ow. Man, I love Swedish meatballs though. That's a comfort meal for sure. We should do that one night for our Wednesday shenanigans. That would be amazing. Shelob fighting the... Oh man, that would be sick. But yeah, I really want to do another Lord of the Rings painting. I have decided when things settle down in 80 years, I'm going to be doing another hyperrealism piece from Lord of the Rings. Let me see if I can find my reference. Do I have... Okay, here it is. So this is going to be the reference. I do not have time to do this anytime soon. I have way too much going on. But this is going to be my next hyperrealism piece. And I know it doesn't look like much, but I can spruce this baby up. I think it would be a really, really cool piece. It's small, though, so it is going to be a bit of a challenge. But I think it's got some really good lighting. I think it's an interesting composition, too. I printed this out from Walgreens because You know, yeah, it's tiny. Like, his face is about the size of my thumb. So it is teeny, 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 tiny. Haha, ooh. Yeah, so that is going to be a challenge. And it's not a challenge I'm going to be doing anytime soon, simply because I need to finish pieces that I already have going. I've been working a lot, Leafy Sheeps, on your Fleur drawing the last couple of days. So that's been really good. I've made some progress there. Of course, it's very slow progress, but it's still good progress nonetheless. So I've been enjoying that. Just sort of doodling fleur-ba-dur. That's right, just a little bit of a fleur-ba-dur. So it's been really good. I'm super duper enjoying it. And yeah, I am adding in every single little fleck of pollen on that piece. So Seth came in and said that that's how we need to start communicating with each other, is, you know how seals like slap themselves on their body? So yeah, I started slapping my stomach really loud so the mic could hear it, and you were a pollen saint. Actually, it's really funny. It's super fun to do, to get those little like flecks, and then you soften them, and then you add in a little spot. Anyway, so that's what the context of that is, Andrea, is that Seth and I were communicating with each other via stomach slaps, and I'm not gonna lie, it was magnificent. However, yeah, like a sumo, exactly, but more of a marine mammal sumo, which, by the way, would make an amazing painting. A whale sumo or like a walrus? Like a walrus sumo would be amazing. Okay, well, this needs to happen. This needs to happen. Anyway, so Seth and I have a new way of communicating with each other, and quite frankly, I could cry because it makes me happy. Makes me happy. Very Seth-like. Yes, very Seth-like indeed. All right, let's dismiss those. We're going to have ads in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, kids. Until ads. I snoozed it again. Maybe it's snoozling. Alright, hold on. I do want to smooth out that a little bit. There we go. Yeah, this is rapidly becoming an obsession painting. That's a problem. It's not my main piece. My main piece is still the one with all the birds in it. And yeah, I'm obsessed with this piece. So far, I have managed to restrain myself, and I've only been working on this on stream. The other piece I am hardcore working on off stream. I've been working on it quite a bit, so it's encouraging. It definitely is. It makes me feel like maybe we can finish this in time. Ooh, this is a bop of a song. But yeah, what is on the docket for everyone for the rest of the day? What are we all up to? As soon as stream is over, I'm gonna go scrounge for food, like a raccoon in a dumpster. That's kind of my plan for after stream. And I'm gonna work on this. I actually do have to varnish a couple of paintings. I'm really hoping that a few of the Pokemon pieces are ready. I haven't checked it in about a week. Last time I checked it though, nope, it was not ready to go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that today. Elijah Woodpecker's ready, so that's fantastic. If you guys haven't seen that piece, we need to do another one of these, by the way. But this was our last cursed celebrity animal portrait, was Elijah Woodpecker. What he likes to do is he likes to feed on your dreams while you sleep. I want to take a nap, but I ate too much. Oh, yeah. It's so funny. As you start to get older, that becomes a problem. I used to eat like a full meal. And then, yeah, I would go immediately to bed. I can't do that anymore. It makes me sad. Anyway, so that little guy is going to be off to his home. I was going to try and varnish it a little while ago, but then I did a little bit of a tipper tap, and part of it still felt a little bit sticky. I wonder why you need a nap. Did you have a late night? Yeah, I'm really sad I missed your stream, but I did check out a little bit of the VOD, and or if it wasn't the last stream, it was the stream before, because you were working on that colored pencil piece. It's so good, Andrea. You are crushing that. Not literally. Don't actually crush your drawings, because that's bad for them. Not really. So then there's a really nice shadow right here. Again, I'm going to warm up the color on these stems. They're super duper white shifted, which is not really what I want for these. Oh no, I'm not tired, but I'm really draining. Oh no, I'm so sorry. So you're emotionally tired. I understand wanting to take a nap after something like that, though. Like, you just want to shut her down and you want to stop thinking. I think one of my main issues is, like, I need to learn to shut my brain down. And that's not like, oh, I never stop thinking. It's like, this is bad. My brain needs to stop thinking. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sometimes it's hard to stop once your brain gets whirring into go mode. Let's get rid of that little stoop right there. Help families, but oh yeah, for sure. I can imagine it's like incredibly emotionally draining, but it's good. I mean, you are helping people, but it definitely takes a toll for sure. Also, the song is super duper fun. Okay, so we have a little bit of a flubel block right here that I'm not a big fan of. So I think actually we're just going to get the value down first, and then I might add in a little bit of help me detach and reset. For sure, I love a good nap. Guys, we do have ads starting in about a minute, just FYI, or FY, as I like to pronounce it. I love naps. Odd color exercise I want you to do at some point, stemming from weaving a full rainbow of color in the warp up and down the strings. Then the same rainbow left to right, vice versa for the other strings. I'm struggling to visualize how the perceived colors would shift if there would be pockets of warm, cool colors. Ads, never heard of them. You might have to explain this to me again. Idea stemming from weaving a full rainbow of color in the warp up and down the strings. Right, vice versa. Struggling to visualize how the perceived colors would shift. Yeah, you might actually have to show me what you would like done, because I'm happy to help you, but my brain isn't quite comprehending that sentence. I'm sorry. But yeah, you might have to just maybe show me, Leafy Sheeps. We do have ads going right now. Yeah, Soaps, you don't know nothing about ads. Again, I know I thank you for this all the time, but like using YouTube Premium has been a dream and a joy. And also, we really need to do another Bob Ross. So for every up and down string, there would be a neighbor string of another color. Okay. So just sort of like a gradation from one color to the next for each string, crossing over it. Yep, you're going to have to show me this. My brain is not comprehending. I think maybe I see where you're going, but I would maybe need to see this in person or something. Yeah, you might just have to show me. Well, you could show me tomorrow, actually. How about that? You could show me tomorrow. Because tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Is tomorrow Wednesday? Is today Tuesday? I think today is Tuesday. It gets confusing some days. Especially if I ever cancel a stream, that throws off literally my entire week. It's on my laptop. Okay, I think it would really help me to see it because, yeah, brain's not braining today. I don't do scary movies. Oh, wait, what movie did you watch? Wait, what was the movie? I definitely have backed off of scary movies. It depends on the movie, though. Asleep with the baby. What a refresher. I love a good power nap. Often I can't do a full nap. A lot of the time I end up doing like, I doze off once for like a second, and that's the only nap I get, which is fine. Sometimes that's really all I need is just that. But yeah, congrats on the power nap, my friend. Heck to the yes. I fell asleep before the baby. The baby's like, what's the deal here? Dad, are you asleep? All right, then we're gonna do a little bit of texture along the bottom of the mushroom between the skull, because often mushrooms kind of have this little zippity pow along the bottom. Just a little bit of zippity pow. Like I said, we are going to be doing, I'm just going to say it, we're going to be doing some science experiments coming up. I'm going to be attempting to grow mushrooms out of a book. Thanks to my friend Leaf Sheeps for gifting me a couple of grow kits for my birthday. So I'm going to be trying that very soon. I have a couple of books that I can experiment with. It is a bit of a process, but I will be sharing... I'm going to be sharing the process on my Patreon. I'll be sharing it a little bit on my Instagram, but if you guys want to see the full process, I'm going to be sharing that through Patreon. But I'll probably share at least the final results on the gram. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to try it. I think it's going to be super duper fun. It's going to be really interesting to see how it turns out. So I'm pretty pumped about it. Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam. Uh-oh. I just saw a sentence that I lost here in the chat. Come on. Work. Sometimes my chat doesn't let me scroll. There we go. Is how I ended up with 10 children. Don't recommend it for everyone. Hi, friend. How's it going today? Love you to teeny tiny little bits. How's it going? Happy Tuesday, my friend. We are working on some musharonis today. Musharonis with cheese. Yes, please. Boodle-de-doo. But Valora, how's your day going? What are you up to, my friend? So good to see you. If y'all are not following my friend Valora Plays, Jiminy D Cricket. This is my favorite part of this painting, but that's because I'm biased. Honestly, I'm kind of obsessed a little bit right now. This is a very different painting from what I've been working on, because what I've been working on, first of all, it doesn't have any skulls in it, which I love painting skulls. It is one of my favorite things to paint. I don't know why. It's just so entertaining. Secondly, I love painting mushrooms. It's got both of those things. So I am having a ton of fun. The other thing is, all of my other paintings, every element in it has been microscopic. Like, the faces are small. The birds, like some of the birds in that other painting are about that tall. Like, it's like, they're so tiny, and the elements are, and I love that. I do. It's a really fun challenge, but this is just a very different feeling. So I'm having way too much fun. Also, this music is spooky. Hello, Atomic Widget. Welcome in. How's it going, friend? Does anyone else think this song is a little bit spooky? It reminds me of The Shining a little bit. Anyway, I'm having a ton of fun with it. All of the different textures and colors. This thing's gonna be flippin' wild, though. You're wild! Well, I had the time of my life. Ooh, what's your book? What's the book? Book club. Book club. Woo! Tell us all about it, Valora. I'd love to hear about it. Atomic Widget, how's your day going, you hoot? And thank you again, everyone, for hanging out and just being a bunch of hootin' How about that? How neat is that? It's pretty neat. All right, I'm going to start doing tipper taps right away because I am going to add in some some of the elements because they're a little bit bigger and I should be able to get it on this layer. The enemy of my cat is my friend. I would read that. Is it a children's book? Does it have pictures? Because that's gonna be a big decider for me. When I was younger, I really wanted to get into children's books. But then I realized I was obsessed with this kind of work, so I never really pursued it, but I do love the idea of it. I do love the idea of writing like a really deranged children's book though. Like I would want it to be a little bit off because I feel like that's our vibe, you know, like we don't do things in a normal way. We got to do things in a deranged way because it just makes it a little bit more spicy, a little bit more fun. Yep. I love painting mushrooms. I'm going to legally change my name to Mushroom. That's going to be my name now. It's going to be on my driver's license. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, Big Glitchery! Big Glitchery. Hi, friend. How are you doing? Wouldst thou like a doodle? I made a channel in my Discord for readers to share, like a traditional book club, but sort of. I thought it'd be really fun reading incentive, so I'm making a bunch of bookmarks. Oh, cool! Of completion that I would mail out. Oh, that's really neat. I love that idea. Fantastical. So not everyone is reading the same book. Is it just like any book that they want to read? Big Glitchery, how have you been? How is life? I hope you're doing super dupes. Who did a thing? Art Quilliam. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, Big Glitchery, if you would like a doodle, my friend, please let me know. I hope you're doing super. Hope all the furry bibbies are doing well. I didn't want too much structure, just to encourage reading. That's really smart. I'm actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really, really, really bad at book clubs. I've attempted it twice and it has failed both times. It's utterly failed both times. But yeah, if it was like a free structure kind of thing. Doodle of Angel. She is an angel. Heck to the yeah. Where is my little book? All right. I'm still employed, so doing well. Happy to hear it, friend. It's good to see you. Thank you for bopping in and for the lovely, lovely support. We are painting a mushified skull today. It's been super duper fun. We got these two laid in and we're just starting this one as well. All right. Just call me angel in the morning. Bird, bird. Okay, let's open up the Discordaline structure. I want to see, let me see the baby. She's so beautiful, puppy. What a she's a lady. Oh, and she's a lady. What a beaut. What an absolute, I'm going to say it, beautendinger. All right. Oh, wait, you probably want to see the drawing too. BT Dubs, we are almost done with this doodle book. We're probably about 10 pages away from being done, so that is amazing. We started doing the subdoodles, I believe, I want to say it's 2 years ago, so thank you so much for all the support. It really, really, really means a lot, so thank you everyone who has subbed over the last 2 years and really 5 years. I really, really appreciate that amazing support. But yeah, let's draw a puppy. So for Big Glitchery, but yeah, what's on the docket for you today, friend? Hope it's going super dupes. Happy Tuesday. So I'm just going to start with a super duper loose pencil sketch here. She's such a beaut. I love her face. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace I'm down in my mind. All right, a zippity pal. I mean, every piece does need a little bit of zippity pal, and thankfully she's got it in spades. But yeah, it's been super duper busy working on my big pieces, trying to work on smaller commissions. I'm only doing small ones with the exception of my 2 hyperrealism ones for SD Madre and Leafy Sheeps. Those are the ones I'm still consistently working on. But yeah, I'm not really doing a lot of complicated ones at the moment. Mostly because it's a lot. Still working a few more hours, then I'll probably nap. Pups have been... Kennel cough, oh no. Haven't been going to training recently. Oh, poor puppies. Poor little babes. That's so sad. I hate when your pets are not feeling well because they can't talk to you. They can't explain and say like, I'm not feeling well. Poor babies. We actually had a photo shoot yesterday, Digi and I, and there's some sort of spaniel. I'm not sure what kind, but poor little guy was feeling under the weather. They're not sure what's wrong with him, but oh, poor thing. And you fill up my senses like a hasty Madre. Madre, how are you doing? How was your trip? How realistic is too realistic? Like, can we make Snoopy real or not? I feel like we probably could. I feel like we could. Great. I can't wait to hear about it. Yeah, I missed your call the other day because I was actually resting my peepers a bit before going over to my bro's house. But yeah, I'm looking forward to catching up and hearing all about it. She's such a pretty puppy. Sleeps are important. Oh, yes. Sleeps have not been kind to me of late, so I am a bit of a sleepy girl today. But yeah, we'll probably be streaming for at least, I would say we're probably going to go for another half an hour. And then we're going to have a bit of a raid. I just started one of these mushies, so... All right, let's get the top of her cocodome in. And I do want to get the full ear in as well, because like she's got such beautiful pointy ears. What are you working on today? We are working on the Queen of Hearts piece. You know, your favorite piece. But yeah, it's been really, really fun. I've been working super hardcore on... the Alice piece with all of the birds, but of course that's off stream. So yeah, I've just been hardcore working on that, trying to get those layers done and such. All right, let's do the pen sketch. But yeah, right now we're just doing a happy little subdoodle for Biglitry. Thank you again for 56 months. That is amazing. 56 months. Time doth fly. I'm sure we'll be extremely well done. Thank you, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I am enjoying the heck out of this painting. There's just a lot of really, really cool elements, and I loves it. I loves it so stinking much. I need to head out for PT. I hope it goes really, really well. Archaic, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm glad you got a nice little power nap in, and like I said, I hope PT goes super duper dupes. But yeah, it's been a really fun stream. You know, super chill, hanging out, having some good chats. At one point we talked about pie, which I am a big old fan of pie. Yeah, we're just doing a nice little thank you sketch for Biglitry. You fired up. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I think we're going to be doing something really cute as well. It's going to be a construction themed cake, and we're going to be making all of the different elements, like the little machines and the little bulldozers. We're going to be making them out of like pretzels and marshmallows, and I'm super duper duper excited. So yep, it's going to be a hoot. It's going to be a hoot and dinger. She's such a pretty puppy. But yeah, it was really, we had a photo shoot yesterday. This lady runs a business where she basically helps people create their own garden. And so we got to go hang out in a garden for several hours and take pictures, hang out with her puppies. And she gave us a whole bunch of produce too, which was awesome. It does actually really work. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing that on Friday. It's Friday. And then it kind of goes down like zippity pow, and then zippity doo, zippity doo da, zippity yay. Pie is my favorite, as you know. We all stopped at the most magnificent pie restaurant. Oh my gosh, how did you do that? There's pretty much no chance on heaven or earth if I stopped at a pie restaurant that I would not be eating pie that day. It's just not possible. You have the self-control of beyond anything that I could ever even begin to comprehend. So good for you, Madre. I would have succumbed to temptation immediately. And I probably would have taken pie to go home too. That's for sure. Well done. Oh, well done, well done. I think I need to do like an actual painting of this puppy to do her justice, because there's some subtleties I'm not quite getting in with the pen. She's a beaut. She is a beauteous puppy. Gluten-free pie, but they require 24 hours notice, so I am ordering ahead. Nice. Nice. So is that the main reason? Is because there was gluten in it? Is that why? Or was it like the sugar? Are you not doing sugar as well? I can't remember. Oh, okay. So the gluten is the reason for the not eating. I'm definitely I'm pro gluten free. Just I mean I feel like it's so dang similar that I mean, I've had gluten-free stuff and I'm like, I didn't know it was gluten-free. Other things, like, there are certain things I feel where it is a little bit more apparent, but it's still good. Honestly, like, I'm definitely not opposed to gluten-free. She's such a pretty puppy, and she's a puppy. Chocolate chip cookies. Gluten-free eggs and dairy and sugar. Is really pushing it. Oh, I forgot you're not doing eggs. I mean, there's not that many eggs in pie. Come on. Unless it's a quiche. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. Is it though? Is it? All right. That ear is way too big. Anyway, Big Glitchery, thank you so much for the sub. Here's your really quick sketch of your pupper. And I loves her, and will you tell her I loves her, and I hope she feels better. Poor baby. Hugs to you, friend. Thank you for popping in. It's pouring here. Ooh. Eggs again last week. So far, no problem. Nice. Nice. I loves her. She is a beautiful puppy. Look at this baby. Look at that sweet face. Please tell her and all of the critters that I love her. But yeah, hugs to you, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Love you, friend. Here's what we're working on today. We are painting some spooky little mushrooms. Spooky, scary skeletons. And dun 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 dun. All right, let's grab our dark blue. Our darkular blue. You're gonna be blue, you blur. I am changing the overall shape and texture of the mushrooms simply because I don't like how wumply bumply they are. It's a single clap. That's all you get. Listen, take what you can get, all right? But yeah, Big Glitchery, a nap sounds amazing. Flippin' amazing. I love a good nap. I don't usually nap long, but all I need sometimes is just passing out for like a second. Sometimes that's literally all I need. A nap is all you need. A do 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 do. A poodle do 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 do. Nap, nap, nap. Doom 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 doom. Gosh, now I want a nap. That sounds amazing. But yeah, I am sort of changing the texture of these, and I'm making them a little bit more smooth skidoodly do. I just don't like how it looks like they came from a mold. That's what annoys me about it, and I don't like. I did. There you go. There's some more claps for you, Madre. Second long pass out is great. Unless you're driving. Then it's terrible. Pyro Kitty's Tavern. Pyro, good to see you, friend. How's it going? Hope you are super duper. What's the hippity happity bippity boppity bee there's? But yeah, we're just painting some happy little mushrooms today. What are you up to, Pyro? I hope you're having a great day. Hello there. Do 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 do. Hoo hoo hoo. There's the many claps that we craved. But yeah, we're gonna go for a little bit longer. I do need to go get some food skidoodly do. It's been a toodle pop since I've had like a meal. I had toast this morning. Apparently that's not enough food. Whatever, right? Ooh, is turning me into an anxious mess. Dragon Con is in like 2 weeks. So what's the theme of your costume or your cosplay? What are you making for that? I have heard really amazing things about Dragon Con. Like there's amazing artists that participate in that. Are you going to be, do you have a booth there? Or are you just attending? I'm going to be in during Dragon Con. Oh, your boyfriend's going to go. Neat. I'm very pro sneaking. Yes. Leaf Sheeps, you are actually phenomenally skilled at that. As Link and Zelda. Oh, cool. Well, that's awesome. Are you not going to go, Big Glittery? I would go. If it was like in my area, I would definitely go. I do like going to like Dragon Con is so cool. Yeah, I would definitely go if it was in my area, but travel, we haven't been doing a whole lot of traveling these days, mostly because it's expensive and got some health stuff going on, so traveling can be a little bit trick-skadoodly-doo for Digi and I. So let's bring, I feel like you should be seeing a little bit of the bottom edge of that mushy. Sorry, I'm getting a little, I don't know if you can see, I got a little bit of a shake right now. I went to Gen Con and there were it is crowded. Yup. We're only going Thursday and Friday this year. We usually go for the whole weekend, but money is too tight. Taking a weaving class, well, that's awesome. That's much more, I can see that being very relaxing. It can be pretty overwhelming when you go to one of these cons. There are a lot of people. There's a lot of pippos. A lot of pippos. The downtrodden pippos. But yeah, so I actually, even though I didn't quite finish this, I do think that we're going to wrap up and find someone to raid because I'm starting to get a little bit shaky. So I think I need to go eat. So I do apologize for the abrupt ending, but, yeah, I got to take off, go get some foods. Let's go raid. You know who we haven't raided in a long time? I was just gonna say, food is important. Yeah, I'm starting to get a little teensy bit shaky, so we're gonna go raid Xanthi, aka Pinion Paints. She's super duper. It looks like she's painting maybe a cookie jar, which is fantastic. But I just want to thank you guys again for an amazing, amazing stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. I do not know yet what we're going to be doing on Thursday's stream. So we're just going to wing it. Legendary Vegan. Hi. How's it going, friend? I loved your piece on Discord. Thank you so much for sharing it. We're going to go raid Xanthi, who's an amazing artist and so nice. Cody, thank you. Glittery, so glad you could hang out and pop by. thank you all so much for being here. Let me make sure I spell her name right. Xanthi. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. Thank you to all of my mods as well for all of your help. You guys are amazing. It was a really great stream. Vegan, I apologize. I'm getting really hungry, so I have to go eat. Big Glitchery, thank you again for the subaroni. As always, huge thank you to everyone who supports me over on the Patreon. That is more helpful than I can even say. So thank you. If you guys are interested in checking out my Patreon, it only costs $1 to join, and that actually builds up more than you would think. So if you guys are interested, please consider checking out my Patreon. I am hoping to post there more. I'm trying to post there regularly. But yeah, I'm trying to balance things right now. Anyway, but yeah, thank you all so much for the support on there, for the support on here. And thank you most of all for spending your time with me. It's always really fun and I appreciate it. Here is our raid call and our sub raid call. If you would like to copy that down and spam the chat, let's go say hi to an amazing human called Xanthi. Until next time, my friends, I'll see you all on Thursday. Bye-bye! Love you all. Bye. Thank you for hanging out. Bye.